is.
Welcome.
There it is.
It's always there.
Welcome, everyone.
There
what
it
it
is.
My dreams.
Just imagine for a moment that Roju took the headphone off because he knew the scream was coming. He was like, no,
No, not this
want it
time.
not this
Do you-
time.
You know,
I
it
will
always
do-
goes from my left ear to my right ear.
It
It's like
does, it
he's running
travels.
fast.
Yeah.
Wait. Everyone listen carefully. I
Yes.
wanna.
It went the opposite way this
Yeah, why
time.
did it go the opposite way? What have you done,
Wait, wait.
Josie? What have you done?
I don't know, but there are two different buttons that play the same sound. But I clicked the same one both times.
Oh.
Maybe it has.
Third time's the charm.
That was the same as the second one.
Yep.
No, for
I'm so
me,
glad Ozzy's
it
experiencing
doesn't
this too,
move.
'cause I think
For
I'm
me,
insane.
it's always more in the right. Yeah, it was same for me, no birds.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
First
is
one was
wild.
on the left.
it
I
was.
swear it was. Yeah.
It was more on the right. I hear it like right back though.
Oh.
Okay, right.
Wait, I'm gonna try the other button.
Oh, okay.
geez.
Okay,
There
all
we
right,
go.
all right.
Yeah,
That was
left
different.
back.
That was left.
That was
That was
different.
definitely left.
That was
Yeah.
left.
Behind
Yeah.
me, slightly to the left.
All right, we've solved the mystery. We can play
There
D
you
and D
go.
now. Let's
Okay.
go.
I'm
I
so
think we need a
thrilled.
bigger. I think we need a bigger sample size.
Okay, podcast listeners, if you hear this, you need to come to YouTube and
All
comment
one
what's
of you,
here.
if you can hear this.
Yeah.
Well, one of you.
All one
Yeah,
of you.
I listen to it all the time. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so Orb.
Yeah, Orb. So
Let
when
us
you
know.
listen to it-
No, but really, we should all be hearing this because this is Roju right now.
Play D&D.
I couldn't hear what that was.
It was a
A
shotgun being
shotgun
cocked.
pump.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
didn't know what it was.
Yep.
Wait, it came from the right for all of you. We need a bigger sample size. I think.
Okay, it doesn't
No.
matter. It doesn't matter. We just got demonetized because we said shotgun and cocked. So,
But
we're good
but
to go.
Ozzy, we can't be demonetized until we're monetized, which is why you all should go subscribe to YouTube. Our YouTube, not
Our
like
YouTube
YouTube
specific-
in
don't-
general.
Yeah, why would you subscribe to actual YouTube?
Go
That's
to
just
YouTube,
terrible.
what you
subscribe
want,
to
live your
their
life.
own
Who
panel.
is subscribed to actual YouTube? Does
I don't
YouTube have a?
think I
I
have.
need. It does.
they do.
I
They've
am
got a
Googling.
subscription
Okay, yeah, we
service.
need-
They do.
This is the tangent. Roju, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Wait,
Should we play
now
an
I'm
intro?
looking at
Do
my-
you wanna roll
YouTube
an
actually
intro?
has a
No,
YouTube
okay.
channel.
Wild.
Or have you got some announcements quick?
Maybe it doesn't.
We've,
I mean, we
we've
need to
solved it.
introduce it.
The
We need
YouTube
to
has a
introduce
YouTube
ourselves.
channel. Let's just put that behind us. And behind us, because who are we? We are the Natural 30s. And me, specifically, the voice talking to you right now, the one with a really bad audio quality, you'll remember it later. Joseph Poser, the dungeon mistress of this game. And this game, of course, being the Quintessence, a Sammantis Chronicle. I'm joined by my friends. Look at these friends. Listen to these friends. I'm joined by Cuddly Raptor.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Cuddly, who do you play?
I play Mirel. Just Mirel. No last name. Last names are for nerds.
And that's the full name.
Yeah.
We have the clammiest globe. Say hi.
I have never been introduced that way. Hi.
I'm pretty sure it's in our about section.
The clammiest.
That's great.
I believe it's there. Hold on. Hold
I
on.
need
If it's not, it will be.
No, it's not there. It was there before, I'm sure.
a moist sphere. I've got,
Yeah,
not
but
the
the
clammiest.
clammiest orb. I like the clammiest orb. Okay, but who are you playing? Wettest orb.
I am playing Trish. She is Amethyst Dragonborn Bard.
Nice, nice, nice. And we've gone a little sideways. You know what? Let's go for Roju for a participation
Huh.
award. Do you mind saying hi?
I mean, I guess, yeah. Hi.
Oh shit! Nice, nice, nice. That was it. We've been trying to get him to say that for months now,
Mm.
and finally,
He just needed
Who
to
do
catch
you
me in the
play?
right mood.
God, I
Uh,
talked over him again. I'm out.
I'm playing Forrest Buckley. He's a Goliath paladin. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Yeah, he was.
He's a
He
good
was
boy.
an angry, sad boy last week.
He's
Mm.
got
Or the
well,
week
look,
before.
he can be a lot of different kinds of boys.
2 weeks ago, he was an emotional boy.
It's true.
Yeah. And last, definitely not least, except in maybe... No, I don't think I can think of any way that he is the least.
Size. Tinker's pretty
No.
small.
Here's the thing.
Mm.
I think he might be the least non-caffeinated.
I like how you think.
That's true. That's true. I lost count of how many shots of coffee I put into this mug. But that's me, Ozzy Defro. Hello. I play Tinker Slobbersnout. And I'm totally not desperately trying to remember what fake name I gave all those characters last week, so I don't make a mistake in front of Josie.
What, the Captain Drymouth?
Yeah.
Thank you, Orb. But what was the first name?
In the title. Dry mouth.
That's all right. You don't need to remember because you've got
I
got
perfect
keen mind.
down.
I got keen mind. That's
You've got
right.
keen mind. Yeah, you got perfect memory. You know exactly what your
Clumsy hand,
conscious
dry mouth. It's in my notes.
Clumsy head, dry mouth. Excellent. Excellent. Not me opening the previous stream, scrolling through the.
No. It also says to put forward to our docket that we want an emote of Mirel being run over by a bus.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my god.
But I
I
think
want
that's
that.
all of us introduced. We have but one announcement. No,
but.
actually, correction, two.
Oh.
Because butts usually come split. Two sides.
This is true.
Unless you've glued your cheeks together. And then
Don't do that.
all I have to say is...
Don't do that, chat.
No. What's
glue
the
your cheeks
announcement,
together.
Josie, please? Not about.
First of
butts.
all, a small sad announcement. No more last night's game streams for the month of June. It's no Saturday streams, at least for Cuddly and I, for the month of June. I'll be honest to say I don't quite remember the actual reason.
We are both unavailable on opposite weekends. That is the reason.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember now. Yeah. I remember. Okay, the other thing is Pride Month. It is once again Happy Gay Day of Pride Month Rainbow Year. And we are, just as last year, supporting a charity. This time it's a Swedish charity, the RFSL. All proceeds this month will go towards a donation to RFSL. And not next week. Week after next, on the 23rd of June, we'll be doing a big special stream, just like last year when we played Lethal Company and allowed you all to pay money to make us suffer. You can do it once again, but this time in Repo.
Yay!
We have been working very hard to get this ready for you.
Look at Orb just lying to the people.
Why would you? Don't.
How would you say
Humbly
that?
and I and Denny have been working.
I mean,
We
don't
We've
get us
are
been,
wrong.
we've been riding on
We
coattails
are
at
glad.
best.
Don't get us wrong. Orb works hard. Full stop.
That's true. though.
On this particular thing, probably not as hard as some of the others. But
Orb does work hard,
yes.
but yeah, as Ozzy said, not on this particular project.
Sorry, you kind of set yourself up for that one.
You did. And those were our thank you, Dorn Geek, for the bits. Those bits will go directly towards charity at the end of the month. We will be doing a big donation. Also, during the special stream on the 23rd, there will be milestones. There will be games you can do to affect game.
Words are
Games
Hold
hard.
that
on,
can
let me
affect games.
reset. There will be things you can do via Twitch to affect the game, but there will also be milestones. Some severe, some less so.
Mhm.
And you'll have to wait to see what those are until the day of.
Wait, I thought you told everyone. Would.
I mean, 100,000 and I'll shave my beard.
You
I
heard
don't
it
know
here
if it's
first,
worth
folks.
that much.
Oh, to me it is.
Well,
Well, you'll just have to wait and see, people. But that is all for our announcements. And I believe it's time to say the magic words. Roju, Roll the clip.
Roll.
But you didn't say-
Last time on the Quintessence, a Sammantis Chronicle, Forrest conversed with the crew aboard the Asher Horizons. Aza told him that maybe he was promised too much by Bearbar. But they could indeed meet up during a permanent camp for the darkness. For the time being, Forrest and Vanya returned to Campbell. They spent a couple of days shopping. Vanya preparing for her workshop that she's trying to install into the ship once it will arrive. They talked logistics. They talked about odds and ends. But for now, most thing they can do is simply wait. Make the time go. Over on Hold Eater, for a day or two they were followed by a dishonored ship. But eventually they made distance and got away from it. Murel found out that there were 2 Leviathans besides Hold Eater nearby, but also that there was an influence from a different plane of existence aboard the ship. All this time it had been resting in the palm of Tinker's hand. A remnant of a deal he made with one demon, once in a dream. Trish practiced her sword art, seemingly trying to work up a new finishing move, as they simply kept on traveling, trying to reach Garnheim, where they would meet up with Forrest. In a couple of days, maybe a week passed. Forrest, you are once again woken up by a knock on the door and the smell of breakfast. Vanya bangs on your door and then unceremoniously opens it with a platter of food. I'm going to need you to roll for weather.
Alrighty. D10.
D10.
That's a 7.
That's a 7. Let's see what you get. All right. You know what that means? It means different weather.
Uh-oh.
It's good weather though, right? It's great. Good.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
weather.
really, really good. I hear it's like sunny and
You hear loud thunder, the sound of rain dripping down outside, but no inclination of lightning in sight.
Ah, so it's not very, very frightening.
We'll take it.
Instead, it's raining corpses. No, I'm joking.
I would honestly,
I am
I'm waiting for a
always-
chance to fight some of these corpses eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
It'll happen
Vanya hands
eventually.
her breakfast. And
Ooh,
she
thank you, Vanya.
also on the platter is a little pouch of coins. And she says, "For it." Yeah, you bite it, and it's. Then you look down on it, and you see the marks of your teeth having like actually dented the gold.
What's this for?
Vanya says, "I need to do some errands on my own today."
What, your own?
There says, "Yes, I also need to go through all the things that I've purchased, make sure that I've got everything I need." And so I was thinking, if you want to, you could go explore the town. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do today for us, but I'm going to be busy.
Well, you didn't need me.
Not today, no. It's... Unless you want to learn math. And
What's math?
numbers. Counting.
Oh, eh?
I'll be doing a lot of counting today.
How much counting?
All day.
Would you possibly have to count that would take all day?
Money. Lack of money. Potential money. Money that I've spent. Money that I've not spent. Money that I might need to spend.
That seems like a lot of work.
It is. And I'll be busy the whole day.
All right. Well, whatever you find fun, I guess.
I do find it fun.
I bet she does.
Yeah, 100%.
Having the time of her life over here.
Just like accounting. Got my
It's like
abacus
she's-
accounting.
She's an engineer. She's like a master engineer by trade. Of course she likes numbers.
Why is she just like my dad?
I kind of want to, like, in the middle of the day at some point, just put down whatever implement she's got her hands in, and then she goes, "Do I find this fun?"
What a
No, there's
mid-math
gonna
crisis.
be a moment. No, there's gonna be a moment where she's got this huge calculation in front of her, and then she double checks the math, and she was right the first time, and she'll just be like, "Oh, I'm on my own."
Oh no.
She'd be like, "Oh, the numbers add up," and then she realizes she's on her own.
That's so sad.
If there's
Accounting
anyone
it
out there
generally is,
listening to the
yeah.
podcast or in chat who, if this sounds like you, we are not making fun of you. You're amazing. You're
No, we're
fantastic.
seeing you is what we're doing.
We're seeing.
Yeah, we see you. We
We
understand.
will be on the other side of the table going, "What happened? Was it the numbers? Were they exciting?" So yeah, no, it's, we're with you. We're with
Because
you.
usually she would have been surrounded by several people. Some of them would just clap and nod to kiss ass, and some would be genuinely like, "Oh shit, the numbers add up! Whoa!"
Nice.
On the first try?
And if it was me, the numbers would add up, but I would have done the middle part wrong, but somehow I still squeaked through.
You did not show you working, and you
I
still
did
got
not show my work. No.
I hated showing my work in school. Pissed me off. It was a waste of time.
Absolutely.
But yes, so she explains to Forrest that that's what she's going to do all day. Essentially just working through her budget.
All right. Guess I don't know really what to do with myself.
And she will say, "Oh, but to start with, what you have there is 25 gold pieces."
25 gold, but I've already found the pirates.
This is if you want to buy food or go into any of the places where you can spend money. If you do anything where someone says it costs money.
Thank you.
Also, first, I'm gonna explain this to you just quickly. So that make sure no one lies to you. 1 gold has the same value as 10 pieces of silver.
It's this one.
Yes.
All right.
And 1 silver has the same value as 10 pieces of copper.
Right. I got 5 of those, these ones.
Yes. So just make sure when you pay that no one tries to fool you. Because there are people who will try and take money from you, lie to you to get more money.
I'm well familiar with people trying to take money that didn't belong to them, but
Good.
I'm surprised that there's so many people that want to do that in trade. People are strange.
People are strange. That is correct.
No,
But there will be people. There will be people. Here's a difference, and she's going to try really hard to explain the difference between scamming and haggling to Forrest.
Before she knows it, half the day will be gone.
Oh no!
I know. This
Oh,
is not a
no.
good.
And I want
This is
Forrest to roll an
terrible.
intelligence save.
This is
Oh
a terrible
no,
idea.
our boy.
A
My
save?
boy.
Intelligence
say?
save. This is Forrest grasping the concept.
A save or a check?
I'll say save.
Are you sure you don't want the lower number?
No, actually, I want you to have because Forrest isn't stupid. He's
He's not.
just not well traveled.
No, that's true. All right. Got a 14.
But
As a
I'll
save.
say, yeah, he understands that they're she explains some people will try to ask you to pay more, but they will still accept other payment. Whereas some people will just not give you the correct amount of money back and try to just
All right.
trick you.
It seems a bit. I get it, but I didn't understand it, to be honest. But all right, sure.
Because Eobard would have done haggling, but there wouldn't have been a lot of scamming involved where he did work.
Yeah, I know. And I don't think Forrest would have been paying attention to that.
No.
He's just on guard duty.
He was more just staring at the money box, making sure no one took anything directly from it.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, if you need me, I'm sure it won't be too hard to find me.
No, I'm sure. Also, did you want to... Do we want to call the others? Or did we already talk to them? Did you talk to them yesterday?
I talked to them yesterday, but I can talk to them again today. Did you want to tell them anything?
No, I think we're good. If you talk to them, ask if they have a day when they think they arrive, so we can
Right.
plan. Because and she'll look at the map. She'll say, considering the extra luggage, we might need to start walking soon.
True. All right. Well, I'll ask them, see what they know.
All right. I'll be in my room if you need anything today.
Oh, you'll just be here, will you?
Yes, I'll be in the room.
All right. I'll come find you if I need you then.
If I go out anywhere, I'll make sure to tell you first.
All right. All right. Well, and he kind of just shovels the rest of the food off his plate into his mouth. I'll see you later then.
Have a good day, Forrest. And she'll leave. But yeah, you've been given a pouch with 25 gold pieces.
Great.
This is Forrest has been given an allowance.
Aww.
Honestly, that's probably the best way for him to have any money. And he's just going to pick a general direction that bisects the town, and he's just going to walk in that direction.
All right. Well, while Forrest gets ready to head out into town after a quick breakfast, we're going to do a quick little jump over to the other side, where I'm going to ask, let's ask Tinker to roll for weather.
All right.
Come on, Tinker. Let's go.
And
Let's go, Tinker. Let's go.
come
that a
on. Corpse Storm.
Hurricane Tortilla.
I rolled a 1.
A one.
Whoa!
I don't know why I didn't. There it is. Why didn't it come out?
Juan.
This morning, the rain is very light,
Let's go.
but you see thick mists
Wow.
Oh, not again.
enveloping the entire sea.
Not
go.
again.
Even clambering up to the crow's nest, it's hard to see anything outside of the mist. Just white, fluffy clouds and humid air is all that surrounds Hold Eater right now.
Well,
The clouds
not as
are
if I can
lighter
see
on the... No, the clouds are lighter on the sky, though. The sun comes through a little bit more. So it is turning out to be a bright day, as far as brightness can be.
Cool.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Trish would want to go find Tinker though.
Okay.
Tinker hides from Trish.
Trish,
Okay, make a stealth
Whoa.
check and perception check.
Can't believe we're doing this shit already.
Specifically, he's just chilling in the crow's nest, but when he hears inevitably call for him, he like ducks inside and
Okay.
yeah.
Make a stealth check and perception check. Here we go.
12 on the perception.
14 on the stealth.
Yeah. No.
Um,
Tinker is
Doing this
nowhere-
already.
This is stupid.
For once, there's also silence on the other side of his room door.
Trish is gonna enter.
Oh, it's a bad idea.
Okay. Well, would Tinker have set any traps up?
No.
You were disappointed by that roll. I
Betty.
could
We
tell.
open the door. What does Trish see in
I
Tinker's
was really
room?
hoping Trish would get antiqued.
What you see is you see just the room, the regular room. There's like his backpacks, sitting in the corner. There's the hammock. It's
Okay.
just the room.
So it's
There's-
clean.
It's clean, yeah. There's nothing untoward about it. Without it,
Trish will go. Wow, this is a pleasant surprise to see it so clean. She will go over your backpack and just go, "Good backpack," and leave.
Aw.
Now she's gonna go find Morale.
Morale is also no. I'm kidding.
Everyone's hiding.
Tinker looks to the right. Morel, why are you in here?
Even the fish is hiding.
So
And not
actually,
with water, which would be so easy right now. No.
you would not see Morel at first, but she will emerge from the water because I definitely, if we can't see where we're going, I'll be communing with nature.
Yep.
To
Oh,
figure out
okay.
where the coastline is, and
But if you're in the water though, Trish ain't probably gonna call out for you because Trish was gonna ask you if you've seen Tinker, which obviously you
if the
haven't.
timing lines up that she's coming back on board. I reckon it does. Because we can't all hide from Trish.
I mean, here's the thing: we're playing D&D. You sure can
You
try.
can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I
But
think
I'm hearing
would...
community nature.
Yeah, I am. I'd like to know slightly different things.
Yeah,
I think I'd always like to know
start
about
off with
terrain.
paying up the points because you gotta use your sorcerer's powers.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Mirel has like so many sorcerer points that all the sorcerers ever to sorcerer will be jealous.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to know about the train because I don't want to crash into the coast. And anything else that might help Hold Eater in such a foggy
Okay.
morning. I want to ask if buildings could also be stretched to mean ships, like man-made structures.
You're thinking if you use the structures part of the commune to sense ships.
Hmm.
You know what?
They
I'll
are a
allow it.
structure, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
think
are a
that's pretty good.
Yay!
Yeah, no, that's
I
we
want to know if
love
that Dishonored is still following us.
Cuddly saw the box and she pulled out a hammer.
I
she
do
nailed
love
it.
hammers. Ah,
Awesome. Okay, so when it comes to the terrain, you stretch out your senses, allowing your mind to almost once again become one with the water. If anyone was watching right now, they would just see Mirel floating. Almost like she would be levitating, but underwater, just moving with the currents. There would be schools of fish coming up, like nibbling at her skin or following her along, treating her as just part of the surrounding. Mirel, you sense the coastline. It is still within a similar distance, you're just staying away far enough. But as the ship is moving north, along the coast, the terrain is changing. And as you move on to sense for any man-made structures, the more you travel, the more you sense broken pieces of wood and metal. Like coming into view, but mentally, you sense as the water has to move around. You're entering a vast ship graveyard.
Oh no.
ooh.
Treasure.
Treasure.
You
Okay.
sense all around as you're traveling, and we're not talking about that there's like thousands of ships,
Hmm.
but there's enough for you to constantly be aware of at least 2 or 3. But also the remnants of Leviathans. Being this close to Logvar
Hmm.
is probably... This is probably where a lot of battles take place between Leviathans and Dishonored ships.
That
But you
makes
do sense some that are very old, that have been turned into homes for the local wildlife, that have been completely grown over with barnacles and seaweed, algae. They have rotted away. You can sense eels and fish and cephalopods. Just, it's being reclaimed by the nature around it. Those were 2 of your questions. You don't sense any ships in the near vicinity on a similar on surface level. I will let you know that.
cool. I think you already touched on the third one. I was going to ask about Leviathans, but you've already said there are some down there.
It still sends 2 other living Leviathans. Not the same ones, but there are 2 nearby aside from Holbeater.
Okay.
One deep within this ship graveyard, and another one further out to sea that seems to be moving quickly, and you'll probably lose sense of it really soon.
Happy with that. Yeah.
So as you come back aboard the ship, Trish is looking around for Tinker.
Wonderful. And you'll find Mirel instead. But I believe, now Josie's going to tell me exactly how much, but I believe you will probably notice a difference in how Mirel looks, and she's a lot dimmer.
Ah. Are you trying to change your look again?
And she'll kind of hold out her hands and look at the bioluminescence that is very much faded and says, well, it was fun while it lasted, but we will be on land soon.
I agree, because Trish is in a normal form right now.
When you say normal form,
As in her undisguised form. She's not disguised.
Okay.
Look, I'm actually looking for Tinker to help with my disguise, actually. Look, and she'll put her footprint on the boat, and see? You can see my footprint. I'm wondering if Tinker could do what tinkering does best, and maybe make this this cape into more of a shoe thing, so I won't get muddy, and my shoes can hide my footprint.
what is your passive perception of Tinker?
Josie, I was literally about to ask you, would a passive perception of 19 overhear this?
Yeah,
Oh my
you can hear this
fucking
conversation.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. So what did you ask Ian Orb if Tinker could turn?
My ever so awesome cloak that keeps me nice and dry,
Yeah.
and clean, if they could be turned into some sort of footwear, so I can walk in mud without freaking out, and it also hides my footprint, which would also hide.
I'm
clever.
sure, given enough time and skill checks that Josie could bestow upon Tinker, that could be arranged.
Josie's looking doubtful.
I can be bribed.
Cookies! Cookies!
Monster energy drinks.
Huh?
There we go.
What?
I like the white ones and the green ones.
But Tinker, it is. I think for Tinker, the biggest issue would be materials.
You'd have
Like
to think for a long
he's
time.
smart enough to think of several ideas, but you are quite lacking on materials, having been stuck on the ship for as long as you have.
Make her some clogs in the meantime.
After explaining this to Morale, so you haven't really seen him, have you?
That remains to be seen. Hold on. Have I seen him?
Make a perception check.
I have seen him today.
Yeah, while you were talking, his snout was definitely peeking over the end of the closet.
Chris will now look up in the direction you're looking. Tinker!
Yes.
What are you doing up there?
Eavesdropping.
Oh, so you heard my request?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Nah.
Little stinker.
Now, before you make that face, I know you're making. He by the way, he hasn't poked his head over. He's talking like. Now, before you start making that sorry, sad face again, I can't do it because I don't have anything to do it with. Get me to land. Get me maybe find me a nice shop of things to get, and
To swindle.
maybe I can see what I can do.
Sorry.
Swindle works as well.
Mm.
But right
Okay.
now, no, I cannot.
Oh.
I'm very busy.
Busy doing what?
Stuff.
Writing that ship fan fiction from before.
No. You hear the rustle of your papers.
I will say, Tinker, you also know that tonight is the third night since Narelle made a summoning.
Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe if our friend, our favorite shopkeep, shows up, maybe I could get some things. But
Oh, and what would we need?
stuff and things. It's all very
No.
complicated. You wouldn't understand.
Trish just tilts her head and
Now,
goes.
before you make that sorry sad face again, not because you wouldn't understand. It's just it's like how I don't understand how how you can pluck some strings and hum a bit and people throw money at you. You don't understand how I can bang some things together and all of a sudden I'm so much better than everyone else.
Trish's mouth just opens wide as if she's gone. Oh my god. Morello, I really wish I had the confidence of this little lad.
Do you?
I mean, yeah, probably not. You're getting me in so much more trouble than I already do. We should go invisible, and well, she's whispering now, and we should hide from him since he's been a little stinker.
He's not hiding anymore. He's up
Right.
there.
Yes, but if we go hiding and he comes and looks for us, it would be funny. And I got to use these spells somehow.
You do? All right, I will watch. I will keep watch.
No.
And
you
she
play.
goes over to the wheel and she sort of adjusts a little bit because last time I almost got blasted, so I ain't doing that again.
Yeah, play nice, kids.
She's- the mom sipping wine while the kids bash each other in the pool. Yeah. Put the pool noodle down, honey.
But Trish will go, oh, I'm hungry, and walks
Don't
downstairs.
drown your brother.
But this time she's going to go into Tinker's room and hide in a corner.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
And I was going to cast invisibility as well.
Oh, okay.
Make a stealth check.
Amazing.
Bang. Oh, come on. That was 16, I swear. With a little free spell,
Nice.
which is going to be... No, that's
Wait,
sleep.
you're
I
casting
don't want
sleep again.
No, not sleep.
Cast sleep on
Damn it.
herself.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I want
Wrong spell. What?
invisibility. There we go.
Okay.
Somewhere in the room, the battle bug goes to sleep.
Tinker, once you do get down into your room,
He's a wee kind of guy.
you
Sure.
don't see Trish. But there's definitely wet footprints, and there's a little puddle where water has dripped and collected.
So
What, the
Because it's
occasional...
still raining everywhere.
I wanted you to describe your facial features to me.
Okay, so Tinker would come downstairs and very clearly see the footprints from outside go to his door and not your door. And sort of go, okay then. Oh, that's fine. And to which case he will then go into Trisha's room.
Yeah,
Do I
so-
hear his footprints at least?
No, you watch Tinker open the door to his own room. Pretty much almost look at you and then turn around and you hear the door to your room open.
I can't sleep. Bad level sleep.
Okay, fine. It's 98, I guess.
Was that?
98.
Yeah, that was only 5, so I need to do 2.
Oh,
3, 4
what's your
more.
what's your maximum hit points, Tinker?
40.
Yeah, I got to do 4 more.
Tanky little
Yeah.
guy. What the heck?
I will say you rolled pretty averagely on these 5 so far. You gotta roll good to get him.
That's a D8, right? Yeah, that is a D8.
Sneaks in a cheeky D10 somewhere. Close, but not quite there.
Tinker, you definitely feel like you get snoozy as you're walking into Trisha's room.
Oh, I'm so tired. I I can take a little nap right here on this bed and maybe drool a little bit. Oh, what's this? Trish's private diary.
Bang, 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 bang. Just see Trish running straight in. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Playing a trick on you.
Yeah, I'm playing a trick on you. I would never sleep on your bed. I might catch something.
No, I don't care about my... What? What do you mean, catch something?
You bigger ones always have something going on. I don't want to catch anything.
Wow. Wow.
Trish steps inside and closes the door behind her.
You realize you just closed the door with Tinker still in the room. He hasn't left
Yes.
the room. He's still in.
Yes. She's trying to intimidate you right now.
So you close the door behind you, staring down Tinker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for intimidation.
Sure. Roll an intimidation. Tinker,
24.
why do you... Okay, roll a charisma saving throw.
I want to note that it's the one saving throw. I got a +0 or 1.
Oh my god. And Merle's upstairs going like, it's very quiet. Oh no.
Oh, that was
You
almost a natural 20.
Oh,
Oh,
So
that's an 8.
Chris will go, us big ones are as clean as they come.
And
You
maybe it's the cultural indoctrination. Maybe it's knowing what Trish is actually capable of when she tries. But Tinker, she's definitely looking pretty big right now. Not only is she, by technicality, an evolved form of what you are, but she's also been marked, which means that she is she's been cleared for the next step, essentially.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, so you know what? This is one of the times. So Tinker, he definitely realizes he might have stepped over a small line. And he sort of his eyes kind of come down a little bit, and he's like, "Well, yeah, just a bit of a joke. I mean,
This is not a
maybe-
joke.
I mean, when you think about it, we're all in the water and the
Tinker,
all dirty.
you know what you need to say to leave here.
Sorry, Trish.
Louder.
Excuse me.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I so want to say something else. No, I've been intimidated. Fine, I'm sorry, Trish. I'm sorry.
And you just feel, you hear Trish's tail hit the door to open it. And she just moves to the side.
And Tinker sort of gets outside, and he goes, "Well, your feet are still dirty." And he runs away. He runs away. He scampers up the.
All you hear is Trish comes running for you. Come here, you little.
And then we spend the rest of the afternoon running and chasing each other around.
Cat and mouse.
Oh no,
and
they've
mouse
got
style,
those
Tom and Jerry.
zoomies.
Is there anything else the party aboard the Hold Eater want to do?
Well, obviously before go to bed, we'll expel spell slots.
And let Forrest know where we are via stick. And then while sleeping, maybe change a little something else.
Okay. So you're just all leisurely spending the day away.
Yep, that's it.
Cool. Us
Yeah.
leisurely doing that. We're chasing each other.
I really wanted to. I was gonna yell sorry, but using Thunderwave, but but the
Tinker.
intimidation. I was like, nah, it's not good.
Here's the
Let me,
thing.
hold on. Let me
Here's the
get rid of
thing.
that. Oh no.
It was
I'm
not a
gonna-
leisurely afternoon.
It was not a leisurely afternoon.
No,
This is true.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yep.
Jesse.
It's corpse
Yes.
mist.
I need you to roll. Yeah, I need. I'm gonna need Tinker to roll an event for the day. So at
Tinker?
What's the
Aussie
dice
Dev
for the
Pro?
event?
a D20.
D20.
Remember that you're rolling the one where we just kind of sail on? Isn't that cool? And
Yeah,
super
yeah,
cute?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
also
Yeah.
am a big
That's
fan
super
of the
great.
one
Where we just keep going to meet Forest.
yeah,
and
yeah,
get
yeah.
treasure
That's my-
along the way as well. Yeah.
Because-
The one where you
we-
just keep swimming.
Yeah.
I love
Eight,
that one.
eight, right?
And
Eight
eight,
is-
and
And
eight.
eight.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
not the one where a Leviathan comes to eat us, right?
Oh, like a kraken? Can we fight a kraken,
Oh,
Josie?
can we not? Fight
Yeah,
a Kraken,
let's fight a
Josie?
kraken.
Don't fight a kraken. Don't fight a kraken without me.
But a portal
Yeah.
opens in forest.
But the issue is not fighting the Kraken. The issue is doing it without Forest.
Want to do anything without Forest.
Is forest
You
the
know what? Actually, because of the mist, I'm gonna ask you to roll again.
kraken?
Oh,
Is
Yeah,
it because we-
It was a
missed
kraken,
it.
I'm pretty sure.
No, it's
Yeah.
because you're not as aware of your surroundings.
Mm, okay.
my
Oh.
pain.
That's the one where we sail on.
You just keep swimming. Actually, both of those are just keep swimming.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
all right, all right.
Were they?
Yeah.
Mark that down, guys.
Josie
I don't
randomizes it every
believe you.
session. We don't know.
No, there's actually been a static rule.
There's a table. There's definitely a table.
There's a table. Well, the thing is, there's a table, but there's also a chance. There's like you gotta roll either under a certain number or a natural 20.
Mm.
Well, there you go. However, as this day goes, I am going to ask Orb a question. Because Trish has now warranted the reception of a new feat.
Ooh.
I'm going to ask you to make a choice.
Yes.
You get to either get the actor feat from your own wish list,
Ooh.
or you get the Dragon Fear feat.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Looking up Dragon Fear real quickly.
It essentially allows you to do an AoE like fear check instead of a breath weapon, where you can
Oh, that's so
roar. It's like a fear roar, like a draconic presence.
Hmm. And I just gotta remind myself what actor does.
It lets you pretend to be other people. I will say though, both of them, I do believe both of them gives you a +1 to charisma.
Mm. Mm. Do you like +1? Do I want to be intimidating or do I want to impersonate people as well?
Because you've done a lot of impersonating from the
Mhm.
start of the campaign. But you've also been working on being more assertive. Like Trish has been trying to be more assertive in herself.
I think Trish would actually go with the dragon rage feat.
nice.
Yeah,
Dragon Fear.
dragon fear. Sorry.
I mean, we already have one actor feat in the group, so really, do we need another?
All right, let's add that feat.
Yeah. It's pretty good. You get to choose to bump up a +1 to your strength, con, or charisma. And you can exchange your breath weapon instead for a roar that hits that hits creatures of your choice within 30 feet.
Oh,
That's cool.
Like
oh my
that.
choice.
Yeah. They make a saving throw. And if they fail, they are frightened of you for 1 minute. But they do get to redo the save if they take damage. But
Mm.
only if
like
they
that.
take damage.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do
Yes.
like that.
I kind of feel like Tinker is never going to be outside of that influence.
It does have the caveat though that they need to be able to see, and I will add this caveat: they have to see your true form
Oh.
and hear you. Because it does say they need to hear and see you.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
hear or
okay.
see. But I will say
That
it
makes
has to be
sense.
your true
Yeah.
form if it's sight-based.
Oh.
Okay.
So if I just cast silence, then you're kind of stuck.
This is like
Mm,
No, because she can still look intimidating.
True.
I mean, she just intimidated the heck out of someone else.
oh, you
So
got
it's-
lucky.
Wow.
You want to know how?
It's almost,
got
like this,
sent-
it's almost like this game is entirely a game of chance when you boil it down.
What? You guys have dice? You've been
You
making
guys
up
get
numbers
paid?
this whole time.
You just say whatever
No,
number sounds best in the
Yeah.
situation.
No, no, no.
Like,
When
14
Cuddly
seems
started the
fine.
game, she just like generated a seed of numbers and she's
Yeah.
just crossing them off.
I love lists, guys, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I just went,
Oh, Cuddly's
That's
the
how dice
math
work.
person we were calling out earlier. There you go. Yep.
feels bad.
But yeah, so you all spend your day keeping your eyes out, keeping to yourself. Mirel is focusing on changing. I will
better
say that
focusing.
as the day goes, maybe your ears go like you lose one of the little finny bits, like one of the cartilagey spines of your ears seems to have fused into another one. But I want to know now, during this day, what does Forrest do? You said you went down a street, just walking.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea where else to go, and I can't think of anything that Forrest would specifically think of doing, I suppose.
Okay, well then I'm going to ask you to roll me a d6.
Three.
A 3. You find yourselves eventually, after walking around for a little bit, you find yourself back on the strip, close to the fancy part of town. Looking around, you've walked through some of the residential areas, but now you're looking out over the Opal Inlet, as beautiful as ever. Though where Forest is, the rain is heavy, and the thunder is coming down hard. And you see, not from the water, but above you, a shadow envelops the city for a moment, and you hear a bassy thrumming, like a rhythmic reverberating, like a whoom, whoom, whoom. And the sky darkens ever so slightly.
Look up to see what it is.
You look up and you see a massive ship, magnitudes larger than Hold Eater, is slowly lowering itself down. And standing there just watching it, a couple of minutes later, it touches down softly into the water out in the inlet and turns and comes towards the ports of Campbell. This large ship is decorated like all over. You even see little chains of gems hanging around it. You see a what looks like one of those front figures, a galleon figure of a large bird with a sharp beak, and the wings are spread out backwards along the side of the ship.
Oh, yeah.
And after another few minutes, these almost like large doors that turn into gangplanks just fold out of both sides of the ship. And several individuals, all of them dressed immaculately in these sheer-looking green, like flowy, almost, what's it called, rompers or dungarees, come out. And they all seem to unfold large parasols. As then, again, a few minutes later, people start filtering out of the ship. And behind you, you also hear movement as you see greeters exit all of the various buildings of functions and start accepting guests in, you see mostly what look like plumekin are stepping out of this ship, but also some Nons. You see some emberkin. You even see some soilkin and Theronians. Seems like a large cruiser, like a charter ship has just landed and is letting people. Yeah, it's a cruise liner, and that has just like stopped in.
Fantastic.
And there's lots of hubbub, and they're just passing through. Some of them are looking up at you like, "Oh, bye."
Hello.
Some of them definitely say like, "Oh, are you the guide? Are you the guide?"
I'm a guy.
No, the guide that will show us around to where we're supposed to stay. And then someone pulls at them and says, "No. We were not hiring a guide this time. You know how it went last time. Calm down."
I can
Just
try and
walk
show you
away.
where you need to go if you like.
No, they just walk off. Like, oh.
All right, bye.
Most people seem to ignore you. Some definitely like give the air a sniff at you. And all of them are dressed beautifully. And all of them have various ways of staying out of the rain. You see them walk into the fancy place where Vanya said that you could only stay for one night. And some of them head off towards other places. Some of them don't even seem to have any luggage, and they just walk right into one of the houses where there seem to be games. And you definitely see some sketchy types that keep looking around, and they split off from the rest of the crew and head towards the area of town where you've been staying.
Oh, like crew from the ship heading that way.
You can't tell if they're crew or not. They came out with the rest of the people from the ship.
Okay.
But they definitely stick out. They're dressed not as nicely. They don't smell as good, and they have that look that you've seen on people where they're hiding something. Eventually, you do hear like a little voice that says, "Remarkable craftsmanship. Here, lad." And, you look around and you don't see anyone. Down here.
Oh. Hello.
And you see a cheek, similar to Eobard, but this person has no pronounced front teeth. This person has like that like mutton chop, but it's sticking right out like a guinea pig. Like it just like florp, almost like little seconds. This is puts big spectacles up, and they keep getting wet, and you have a deja vu back to when you had a bird trying to talk to you and you kept looking up, getting rain in their eyes. But after a moment, this person says, "Oh dear," and like opens a coat, takes out this little stick almost, and then clicks a button, and it like telescopes out and it becomes an umbrella, and holds it up and says, "May I implore you as to where you acquired your armament, good sir?"
You mean this?
No, your
Putting
armament, not your armor. Your weapon.
Oh, that's Fang.
Fang.
Aye, that's right.
But when did you acquire it? May I inquire?
Where'd I find it?
Yes.
Oh, well, originally I found it in the Wandering Woods.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense, yes.
It seemed like
do
a
you
good
know
stick,
who
and
made it?
I needed a weapon.
Yes. All good. But do you know who made it? Does it have a crafter's mark? You see, I'm
Crafter's
quite
mark?
interested. Yes. All good craftsmanship, they leave their mark. You see? And like points at the mark on your armor where the bear bar mark is. Yeah.
I didn't think I made no mark on it.
Excuse me. Are you trying to implore that you made this weapon?
Oh, no, I didn't make it. I found the stick, and
Yeah, that's what
I needed a weapon.
Yes. But who made it?
I think a tree made it.
Yes, but who turned the stick into a sword?
Well, that's a good question. I never really thought about it. I suppose maybe the stick turned itself into a sword.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you there. My ears are a bit plugged.
Well, I needed a weapon, and I picked up a stick.
Yes.
And I used it as a weapon, and eventually it became a weapon.
So you're saying you picked up a perfectly normal stick, and eventually it became.
Well, no, it was a
this
good
sword.
stick. It was a really good stick. You can have a look if you like. And sort of
Yes, I would like very much, but it is quite wet out here. I would like someone to take a proper look at it. Would you mind if we went inside?
Oh, sure. It's not a problem. I'm Forrest Barkley, by the way. And he, sort of,
Barkley. Any relationship to Eobard Barkley?
Aye, do you know him?
I knew him, yes.
Oh,
Sort of a rivalry, if you will.
a rivalry. Rivalry. And
Yes.
like friends, though.
Yeah, I would say it's a friendly rivalry, yes.
Oh, sure, let's go have a drink or some food. Are you hungry?
I could eat. I find it always easier to converse when food is involved.
Sure.
It lets you know what to do with your hands.
Hey, I didn't know this place too well, but I know there's some places.
You know what? You are a lovely lad. I'll don't worry. I'll sort it out. I've been here before. Follow me.
Sure.
And
What was your
leads you-
name?
My name?
Aye.
Well, that's a bit of a... Seems like a silly question. If you knew Leobard, you should know me.
Well, I haven't met you.
That's fair. You might be a distant relation, after all. My name is Ippicus.
Yes.
Yes. Rings a bell?
Afraid not.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed.
Oh no.
Well, come with me, lad, and we'll have a conversation. I know a place, and
Well,
he
I like
takes
that.
you. He takes you. He leads you off. He walks with his umbrella to a place you passed by a couple of days when you came by, called the Tipsy Tipper.
The Tipsy Tipper.
Yes, which is a more of a nice. In the middle of this area that's very fancy, this would be the most like a bar or a pub, like a bistro almost. It is toned down, but impeccably clean. Like they've tried to give it that sort of rustic environment. But it is still definitely high end. It doesn't, like, from Forrest's experience, it doesn't reek of like alcohol stains or, you know, urine.
Yeah.
It looks like any old pub or bar, but it just feels nice and expensive and clean.
Yep. Oh, this is a nice place.
Yes, it is quite lovely. Now, if you wouldn't mind, and he walks up to one of the hosts and says, "May I have my usual table?" And you see this young
Usual
woman
table.
says,
Oh my.
"Yeah." This young woman says, "Welcome back, Master Ippicus. Of course, we knew you'd be arriving today. Wonderful. And you're led to not like the far back, but a semi-private area." Where you still have a nice view. Like there are these high-backed booths along the walls. There are some longer tables with bar stools. And he sits down in a booth, and you see there's like a little extra cushion that he gets up on. Because he would be the equivalent of a halfling. And there's like, and it was already there, like the cushion itself, and he just gets up on it. This is, well, feel free to order anything you like. You do see there's like one of these little paper folder menus on the table. But I am quite curious. You said you made this weapon out of a good stick.
Well, I don't really know if I would say made it. I feel like I said, I found a stick. I needed a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
After a while of using a stick like a weapon, it takes the shape of one.
Don't even need to roll. He takes off his glasses. He definitely like wipes off some of the rain, some of the humidity on them, puts them back, and says, "I assume you've heard of arbormancy."
I've heard the word, aye. I think that's what Eobard did, right?
Correct. It is also what I specialize in.
Oh, you do the same thing?
Not quite, but similar enough. Eobard pivoted into doing more of the furniture and daily objects things.
Aye,
but also
did you
some
see the
beautiful
returning
artwork.
stick he made?
The what?
The returning stick, it was the best thing he ever made, I tell you.
The returning stick.
Aye, you throw it and it comes back.
Yes, I know of it.
Ah,
And
can
he
you make
definitely seems like annoyed when he says that.
one? Can you make
I
them
only
too?
gonna- Yes, I know how to make them, yes. But no, I specialize in, well, like fan. I specialize in using a wooden medium for protection.
For protection. Oh, like a shield.
Yes, I've made shields.
Aye, I've got one. It's not great, but it does the job.
I'm sure. But may I have a look at Fang?
Oh, aye, you're welcome to. Any friend of Eobard's a friend of mine.
Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite nice, actually. It's been a long time since I've been referred to as a friend, I'll be honest. It's a bit daunting as well.
I assume that's a
And-
good thing.
I'm just not used to it. It feels, it's... When you get into my profession, to my level, a lot of people act as if you are on a pedestal. And sometimes it can be quite humbling to meet someone who doesn't know who you are and just treats you as a person.
Sure.
And he will like correct his glasses, and he will take a look, and you see his nimble little fingers. You can tell from having spent so much time with Eobard that this is someone who definitely knows their craft. He just like touches the sword. He actually smells the wood as well. He looks it over. He lifts it up. And he does, like, with his fingers, follow the grooves of this, like, feather image that is imparted on the wood. It says, "Did you do this as well?"
I definitely did that one.
What? But how? It seems so natural, but it looks like a burn mark. But I can't see any ridges where it goes. It's almost seamless. Beautiful work.
Thank you.
May I ask what methods you used to etch this?
Oh, well, there was a really nice bird who gave me a feather,
Uh-huh.
and then I kept it
That
for...
gave you the inspiration, and you studied the feather's design, and then...
He gave me a feather, And then I had it for a while because it was very, very, very nice. And then when I met, I had a chat and showed it to, what's her name, the night merchant.
Oh, the night merchant. Yes. Okay, I'm familiar.
And she got real excited about it.
Really?
And said I could probably put it in the sword, and so I did.
You put the feather in the sword.
Yeah, that's right.
This whole
the sword.
This whole man's like
This
life's
man is
work
like,
has
what
been trumped
the
by
The
Yeah,
idiot
yeah.
savant.
I put the feather in the sword.
No. This is this is someone who did the 10,000 hours to be a master and then meets like a savant. And it's like, I'm done. I'm out.
Oh,
and it's a relative of his rival as well.
yeah, I would be furious if I was this man. I'm like, what do you mean you put the feather in the sword?
Like, yeah, at first makes it sound so like, whoa.
Yeah, just put the feather in the sword.
Yeah, just put it in there for you.
Like, Forrest literally just did the equivalent of like,
I just used it as a sword and then I turned it into a sword.
Ah.
Oh,
I have
my
a
God.
sword. I have a feather. A feather sword.
No, Ipicus definitely looks down at it and says, so you're telling me the feather is now inside the sword?
Probably. I didn't see where else it could be.
I have an interesting question.
Sure.
Imagine you wanted to have the feather back. What would you do?
I didn't really want the feather back. It's quite handy in there.
Really?
I suppose if I needed it,
What is the purpose of the feather? Does it make the wood lighter? Or is it just for the design?
lights
for
it,
artistic
aye.
purposes? It what now?
I'd do it, but I think it might worry some people in here. But it sets it on fire.
No, hold on. And no one worry, it's all under control. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. Spark!
He's like, blow back to the seat. Okay, put it out.
And he kind of just wheels it out in this little trail of smoke. It's
And
pretty cool, hey?
You hear someone says, "Can I have a mop over here?"
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
They said it would be a
What kind of feather was it?
red one.
All right.
Oh
I
my
guess.
God.
Hey, it's from a fiery bird, so I guess the flames make sense.
From the firebird. Just like-
Hey, he was really polite.
No, it all makes sense now. It's this is what we were told. You know, this is you just no. You take a piece of ash and you put the feather in it, and now it's on fire. Of course it is. Of course it is.
This man is losing his mind.
First, just nodding like, aye, that's right.
May I? Would it be all right if I had a closer look at the sword? I know a.
You're
a
welcome
few
to put your
tricks.
face closer to it.
Sure. And he, out of like a satchel that he's been carrying, he pulls out what looks like a different pair of spectacles and he puts them on. And he looks at the sword, and you can definitely see, like, impeccably fine, like the golden frames and like the pieces of metal has that really fine circuitry structure to them.
Ah, cool.
So he puts on these glasses and he looks at the sword. He says, he takes them off and he says, well, fuck.
I got to say it because it's a really nice saying you do this. I've it reminds me of home, and I feel a bit sad.
Really? How come?
Well, I used to watch Eobard working on his wood, his sticks.
He doesn't work anymore.
Well, not since he was taken, I'm sure.
I don't follow.
Normally, I've been asking everyone I see if you know Eobard and if you know where he is, but I've been trying to find him. You see, he got taken from our home.
Oh, that's horrible.
Aye, it was terrible. I'm trying to find him, and I think I will now. But yeah,
That is horrible.
it's been a long time, and
That explains why I haven't seen him at the market.
aye, that's right. Oh, did you used to go to Wood End markets as well?
Every now and then. Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
I've been traveling the last few years.
Oh, lovely. I have been doing a bit of travelling myself, I suppose.
It is always nice to see new places.
But you just reminded me of home, that's all. And I miss it.
No, I understand. Seeing this beautiful sword has definitely made me feel a little bit homesick as well. Do you know? Yeah.
Who did the boopy boop?
Who did the boopy
It wasn't me.
Do you know what type of wood this is?
I didn't know the right name of it.
I have some theories. Have you ever heard of the smoldering ash?
I'm pretty sure the Wandering Wardens would have referred to it as such. Yeah. Oh, I've seen it.
Of course you have. Of course you have. Of course you have.
Hey, I told you I picked it up in the Wandering Woods.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is fine. This is fine. My whole life's work is just made redundant. Yes. Okay, I see.
You don't reckon it's from that tree, do you?
I do, actually. I do. It's the only thing that would make sense.
Isn't that something? I knew it was a good stick. I didn't think it was a great stick.
I think even saying it's a great stick is an understatement. I would like to call it the stick.
Hearing it put in those terms that Forrest completely understands, it's like, you reckon it's the stick?
I
He
think
leans forwards, better even than the returning stick?
I have an interesting question. This is a theory, a theorem talked about among arbormancers from all over. Do you ever feel like Fang is alive?
Everything's alive, sure.
Yes, but do you ever feel like it has its own will?
Especially more than anything else.
Okay, I can't tell if you just think everything's actually alive or if the stick is not as looks up at you good as I expected. And he looks afraid like you're about to hit him when he said that. Like he offended you.
I didn't quite catch that bit. Or like what?
No, he says like he says that either Forrest actually believes everything is alive or the stick is not as good as you think it is.
most everything is alive in some way. Maybe not rocks, but then I could be wrong about that.
Okay. Well, have you ever tried talking to Fang?
I suppose so, aye.
Has Fang ever talked back?
Well, I guess in a way, maybe. I don't know if I really said talked, you know. But things have feelings.
Isn't that true? Now, why don't you tell me about a little bit more about your travel in the Wandering Woods? And he will order in food and drinks and sit down and have a conversation with Forrest.
Oh, sure. I didn't know how much there is to say. A lot of the time I spent there was much like the others, I guess, but the Wandering Wardens took me in. They helped me to do most everything, really. I was not particularly in my right sorts when I turned up there, you could say.
And Ipicus will ask questions and he'll listen. And for how long would Forrest be talking with Ipicus?
As long as Ipicus wanted to chat with him, I suppose. He doesn't have anything better to do. So,
No. So several hours
sort of
later,
talking
Ipicus
to someone
will...
from that has a connection to Earbud and home.
Talk about home. You sit there most of the day until Ipicus says, Forrest, this has been great, but I am unfortunate with my age. I need to retire for the evening. I'm quite tired.
Oh, of course. Sorry to keep
you look out and the sun is starting to set.
I didn't realize how much time had passed.
Well, I urge you to try to speak more with Fang. I think you'll be happily surprised. I am most convinced that this is a piece of the smoldering ash itself, a tree planted by Therona before time.
Planted by Therona?
Yes.
That's an old tree.
It's a really old tree. There's talk there. There is mention that there is a one stick that might be older. If you've ever heard of the Branch of Eternity.
Oh, I've seen it. It is very pretty.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Oh, thank God!
and he literally it's not that I don't believe you, I just don't want to hear anymore.
this level of nonsense.
Oh yeah. I did that yesterday.
The stick that will literally have people coming after the Tinker and her team until the end of time itself. Yeah, that stick.
Mm-hmm. That one.
Oh my, yeah.
So as Forrest is eventually left to his own, you've had he's paid for all the food, any drinks. You've seen people come and go. They've come and relit new candles several times while you've been talking. And you walk outside and it's evening, and while you're heading back towards the Hermit Crap, you see that there are people, the local guards. They are dressed, you've seen them here and there. They aren't dressed as armed as in Hague. More just, they seem to be more just a presence, and they seem to do more in helping people with mundane things like directions or finding lost items. But you see them doing something to the lampposts. You see them hanging up these little lines of rope with stones hanging off of them,
Oh yeah, prepping for the dark.
prepping for the dark. And eventually you make your way back.
Well, before I part ways with
yeah.
Ibycus,
Yeah. Because he's just walking away. He's like, I'm done.
He's done.
He will never be the same.
Oh,
Yes.
I just had a thought, Ibycus. Before you go, I will nae be in town much longer. Going to be meeting up with my other friends and
Yes.
carrying on, trying
You're
to.
probably going to go on a living ship and travel into the sky beyond the sea. And what do I know? Maybe your best friend is a fish and a dragon.
How did you know? Anyway, that's not the point. You're really good at guessing.
Wow.
No, what I was going to say.
And he definitely goes like, I've had way too much to drink.
You're putting it away because. But no, I will nae be here long. But I was hoping I could trouble you maybe if you're as good as Eobard was, then maybe you could maybe you might help. Sorry, my words are not very good after all that drinking. Maybe you'll have something that might help me in my mission to rescue him.
In what way?
You make goods. My friend
do,
gave me a
okay.
little bit of coin to spend. If you have anything that might be helpful, I could give you some of this coin in exchange for something that might help.
You know what? Come find me tomorrow, Forrest.
Oh,
When
sure. Where
when
can I
I've
find
stepped
you?
off this delirium and these hallucinations.
Where can I find you?
Come find me at the Facet House.
The Facet House. All right.
Yes.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow then, Ibycus. I'm glad I met you. And he squats
I would
down
like
and
to
just
say the same.
bear hugs him.
Oh, you are a good lad, Forrest.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for the conversation and the company. And yes, come find me tomorrow.
All right then.
And he definitely, like, he takes his little umbrella out and you can see him, like, wobbling away.
Chat and halfling. May your bowl always be filled, friend.
And he looks back and he's like, oh, may your garden always bloom.
Oh, so cute.
And he kind of sways his way back to the.
Yeah,
back to
there's been
the
a lot of drinking.
Yeah, there's been a lot of drinking.
And it's not like it. I think there's been a lot of drinking because it's been so casual. Like you haven't even been thinking about.
And it's
the
been
amount.
over that long time, so it's had that like slow creep up on you.
Yeah, it's like you've been buzzed for so long, and then when you stood up, it was like, oh,
Oh no.
oh no. You make your way back to the hermit crap. You hear mumbling from inside Vanya's room. And unless you want to do anything else specific, Forest's day ends.
Oh yeah, I was gonna message back because I suppose I would have heard the.
They have not messaged you yet,
Oh,
as far as I'm aware.
because I think
It would probably have been in the evening. Yeah.
Yeah, because today's been a new day.
a new day. Yeah, did you guys send a message? What did you send?
Yeah, we
Yes.
just sent where we were. We just gave like
Location.
basically a location of
Yeah.
and then
I will
an
say
estimate of
you-
days,
3 days
3 days to Garnheim. Yeah.
is no, like to get past Garnheim to the meeting point.
Oh yes, yes.
3 days.
Yeah.
Hello, Morel.
I
Hey,
should really
Forrest.
tell him. Someone should tell him.
You're 3 days away? Well, We haven't left yet from
There was
Cornwall.
like loud thump there in the middle of the message.
Yeah.
She's like holding up like a phone.
Yeah.
But we should be leaving here soon. I'll tell Vanya you'll be there in 3 days. Speak tomorrow. Love Forest.
I feel like she knows when you've dropped it at this point. She's like, it goes again.
Just hear a little.
She's like, yes. Not from the floor, Forrest, please.
As you put the stick down after having gotten the message from Forrest, you just do go about your evening duties on the ship. There's food, maybe there's some cleaning, maybe you go and, dispatch a couple of ounces of magic. And then you wait. And it doesn't take long before you hear, on the deck of the ship, you hear clop, clop, ka-clunk, ka-clunk, like the heavy jangle of just metal pots and pans banging and like clopping hooves on board. And you see a familiar silhouette aboard the ship as the night merchant has arrived. And that's where we're gonna go on break.
Yeah.
And then there will be shopping.
Yes!
Shopping.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Tinker needs to
money.
do some shopping for
I
free.
won't be shopping.
Tinker has money. Tinker has
I'm
money.
excited for Tinker. Tinker has a lot of money and she has cool stuff.
She has cool stuff.
She always
That's
has
true.
cool
She's
stuff.
got even more cool stuff now.
Oh,
shit.
Don't tell me that.
Oh,
Of
I don't
course,
know
she's like, I'm changing up her inventory a little bit every time.
She's a shopkeep. We can't sell her all our extra baskets.
She's buying and
She has
selling
a
from all
lot of,
different
yeah,
people.
she has a
right?
lot of
Like,
random stuff, but
Yeah.
that's also why you can like commission her to acquire specific things. Because otherwise, she'll just sell things, buy things and sell, buying and selling, buying and selling.
the life
But
of
people-
an interdimensional merchant.
It's I mean, interdimensional. I don't know. It's she's well traveled, is all I'll say.
Oh yeah? Does she sell the eye worms too? Inquiring minds want to know, Josie.
Well, you'll be able to find out after this break. And we'll be back soon, people. See you in just a minute. Wait. That
In
one
the
was
right
in my
ear that
right
time.
ear.
Yeah. Okay, we can all agree on the right ear, right ear?
Welcome
Found it,
back,
fellas.
everyone. From we're back from our bake.
Our bake show?
A bake break.
We're back from our great British baking show.
Our great British breaking show.
Our great British breaking show.
It's called
Our
Baking
great
Bad.
Breaking Brad.
Breaking Brad. Who's Brad?
Why do we have to break them?
Yes, yes.
But welcome back. We are, as you might know, the Natural 30s. I am
I
Joseph
don't
Pilsner,
know.
the Dungeon Mistress. You don't know?
I've
Let
never
me
met
tell
these
you
people
all
in my life.
about the Pride charity we're doing
Oh my god,
this year.
please do.
We're
Hang on, look for
supporting...
busters first. Look for busters first.
Oh, everyone look to both sides before you cross the street.
Okay. Yep.
Alright, no busters.
this joke is evolving.
Oh no.
It's becoming sentient. Soon the bus will show up without us having to say anything. But I hope you're all doing well. We are Natural 30s. I'm Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress of this campaign. I'm joined by my friends. Hello, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
These are the friends. And the friends are Cuddly Raptor. You
Hello.
gotta say hello.
Oh, hello. Hello. That's me.
We have
Sorry.
Ozzy the Devfro.
hello.
We have Orb Wettest.
Hello.
And we have from Participation Award, the one, the only, the magnificent, the wunderbar, Roju.
Hello.
Did you know the Swedish expression for wonderful can be translated to underbar, like wunderbar. But if you also split the words up, underbar, then it means that you're naked from the waist down.
The bar.
Why? Why, Sweden? Why have you done this?
Why Sweden?
Why,
I
Sweden?
love that.
It would mean
I
like
approve.
under bear, as in like
We bear all.
no,
we
not bears.
shouldn't.
But we're gonna jump back into the Quintessence, a Sammantis Chronicle, where Forrest has just after a long day of drinking and talking, reminiscing, having a little taste of home. Just, having good time, good conversations, making friends that Forrest is so well known to do.
Hmm.
But over on Hold Eater, night has finally come. And with the night came Serena Lassagne. As Mirelle has stayed awake waiting, the clippity-clop of hooves on the deck, the jangling and rattling of her massive bag filled with knickknacks and oddities. Yeah, her bag.
Yeah, it's just a bag, yeah.
Of our mess.
Her rocking
Massive.
sack. Her massive bag.
It was the pause, but
It was the pause that got me.
Sometimes it is hard to think of words in the moment,
Sometimes it is hard.
Sometimes
That's
it is
what-
hard. Here's another Swedish expression that I'm going to have to make you all enjoy. There's a Swedish expression. It doesn't translate well.
Oh no.
It goes, it's not easy when it's hard. No, it's not easy when it's hard, but it's nice when it's hard.
Once again, Sweden. Why?
Anyway, night merchant Josie.
And we want to, as always, thank our wonderful artist at Top Banana Jam, who's made this beautiful artwork of Serena Lassagne, the Night Merchant. Banana is also the one who is behind the images behind us and the intro. However, our current character portraits are done by the lustrous feline trickster, also known as Michelle. And they're just amazing. You should go check them out. Actually, if you go follow our good friends over at Some Other Heroes, you can see Michelle, aka Feline Trickster, play D&D.
God, I would love to shout out some other heroes.
It's on the
Oh wow! It's almost like
almost
the
like
bot
the bot
isn't
is-
alive. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh,
Nice.
You had one job.
Okay, I'm done.
It's literally one job.
It's fine. We'll fix it in post. We've got all the links to all these wonderful people in our
No,
channel
we
info
got.
anyway.
What the?
What was happening?
Wow.
Oh, I see.
No.
everything's fine.
Hey, do you want to go have a shopping episode?
I want to have a shopping episode.
Let's go back to playing D&D.
I love it.
Well, as the rain is coming down, you hear the clippity clopping of hooves, and you hear, "Allo, allo! Someone rang for Serena Lassagne."
Oh, that's very catchy. Yeah, Mirelle is being a bit of an edgelord and just kind of leaning against the outer wall of the cabin with her, cloak hood up against the rain, just waiting.
Did
and
you
she'll-
want something particular, something quick, or do you want me to set up shop? Same room? Is everyone asleep? Is it just me and you? Is this a nighttime visit? I have to warn you, I bite.
Hang on. Tinker would have heard the clattering of hooves.
Oh, for
Right?
sure. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Santa
yeah.
coming with all his little reindeer.
With your
Yeah.
1
No, but-
billion passive perception.
Really though, you rang for Serena Lassagne.
That is very catchy.
I know.
But I doubt you bite harder than me. And she just smiles, and her teeth are still quite sharp.
It is dark. You do not have dark vision as far as I'm aware. Could you make me a perception check with disadvantage?
Oh, I don't like that, Josie. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be, well, it was gonna be good, but now it's a 7.
Okay.
Thanks.
She comes closer and she says, "So, what can I do for you?"
So is
I
Tinker
see you
listening
walk up
in? Is Tinker, has he come up running up the stairs?
Is he like
this morning?
clambering up the stairs?
Is
like
he
Santa's
clambering down
here?
from the crow's nest?
Yeah, you hear this like sort of clambering and like frantic sort of like footsteps, and then you swear you can hear this, and then you hear a bit of a crash around the kitchen area.
And she just says, I think we will need the shop.
It's my favorite customer.
And then Tinker's face sort of like appears because that door is still kind of being grown, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
yeah. So
it's mostly there.
yeah.
It's kind of there.
I feel like at this point, like the lock just grew enough to be latched, and you hear this thud as Tinker just slams into the door on one side, not realizing that it's actually finally lockable. It's like, no!
Oh, Tinker, are you okay?
Why don't we go out of the rain? And she will lead Serena downstairs where Tinker's probably still
Tinker's at the bottom
holding
of the
his little
stairs,
nose.
rubbing his snout. It's like, the door's almost done.
Poor little Tinker. I had something for that. If you have the money.
No. I'm good.
Oh, Tinker, the door locks now.
No
Hey,
shit.
Tinker. I think the door locks. I am quite surprised. You didn't have a door last time.
I'm gonna go get my money, and then.
I like the sound of that.
He slinks away.
Yeah, so Mirel will lead Serena to the autopsy. I mean, the kitchen,
The dining room.
the dining room, the map room, I suppose, and I think that's where she set up last time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll just sort of gesture and say,
By all means. If you would all like to step back just a little bit. And she pulls her ripcord, and the bag just starts folding out. And you even see, like, jumping out of the bag this time are these almost like mannequin-esque little stands. One has like a suit of armor on it, and there's like a big one part just flips up and is standing almost like full salute, and it's just got some weapons lined up on it. It says lots of business happening during the season. Anything particular you are looking for? I've got many things. You see like little jars of small things. You see lots of potions. You see the weapons. You see a pair of shoes. You see what looks like a little glass orb of some kind. You see even a perfume
moist?
bottle. Actually, no. It's not moist.
it's dry. Man, we hate those.
But you do still see those little slips of paper. Though the chalkboard that was taking tally is no longer there.
Oh, I think Mirel would note that and sort of gesture to the papers and say, all done then.
Yes, but the papers are still available for sale.
Who won?
The Celestials.
Of course they did. I think it's just come back in.
From what I could, we did take a little bit of a survey. Turns out it was the smell.
Oh, yes.
Made a difference. People prefer the nice smelling paper.
Well, it just goes to show you can't judge a book by its cover.
That's, I guess.
I mean, at the mention of books, where's Trish?
Trish is slowly coming in with like,
Oh, she's awake.
Yeah, she's
Good.
coming in.
I was gonna come get you if you weren't.
After hearing Tinker hurt himself and all that sort of stuff, she's sort of tiredly walking in. She's in her normal form, but as soon as she realizes who's there, she just freezes for a second.
Ah,
Please, take your
Trish.
time.
How nice of you to join us. And this time, undressed.
She looks down immediately and goes, "Oh no,
No.
but I am dressed." And she walks aside.
Just a little humor to, lighten the mood. Maybe make it easier for you to lighten your wallets.
I'm just a little bit tired. That's all. I'm lighting my wallets. Oh, we're shopping, are we?
That's usually what happens. Unless you're wanting to sell.
Immediately, Trish will look over at Tinker. Tinker, you got to buy the stuff I need.
I don't have to do anything.
Tinker, please. Come on, Tinker.
What do you mean, Tinker?
Tinker,
I don't have any money. When did you think I have money?
But Tinker, you said you helped me get the stuff.
I didn't
what
say anything. You're
No,
gaslighting me. I didn't
Tinker.
say anything.
Oh, come on, Tinker.
You're girl bossing me.
Tinker.
You have no power here. Stop this.
So
No, That's not how this
No,
works.
you can't. I'll say you can't just impromptu roll on your other cast members here.
I know
Get
I
outta
was
here.
gonna fly. I know I was gonna fly.
But yeah, looking around, there's like vials. You see at least two sets of armor. One of them seemed to actually have smoke coming off it. There's also several weapons. There's a pair of boots. There's wands. A lot of things. I will say though, Trish, you immediately recognize that there is a full suit of armor from the Worm Crest.
Oh.
Like from the design, you know for a fact that's from Worm
Was it
Crest.
light, heavy armor?
It's heavy armor.
Heavy armor.
Yeah.
Chris should have looks over Tinker's head after going, please, and goes, where do you acquire that set of armor?
Where I acquire my goods is something you have to buy. It's between me and my, contacts.
I just love history, you see, and I love to know the history of this particular item, and
Well, if you buy it, I can tell you more.
and how much does buying that particular armor set cost?
This particular armor, it's going to run you maybe a couple of 100 gold.
I see.
It's not just an armor. I'll let you know it's magical.
Magical.
Yes.
Well, it should be if it's coming from, Worm Crest.
You can make me a history check, actually, Trish.
History. +3. Let's see. What the fuck? It's like leaning on my screen. It's
Wow.
on my left ear.
Not leaning on my
It's
screen,
leaning.
man.
Now, you know what? I will say with your background, I will give you advantage.
Hey.
Let's do this.
In before double
bullshitting.
ones.
I was
Hey,
thank
thank
It's
God.
happened
you about
once.
double run.
Thank
It's
God
happened
I get to
once.
roll again because that's doubles.
Uh,
Oh, well.
It's happened once.
it's better.
And
It's
eight.
better, yeah.
It's better.
I agree with this one because it's not touching any part of the end of the screen. But yeah,
Um,
okay.
No, you know that there are. I will say this particular armor is a higher grade armor. Like this would be. Someone would have to be more than just at the bottom rung to have something like this.
Is there any sort of markings on there, like something similar to Trish's ring at all?
Would you like to take a look? You'd have to go and properly inspect it.
Trish will ask if she can properly inspect before buying. She's going to lead on that she has the money.
Look but no touch.
Okay. And Trish will do so.
You can make an investigation check.
Oh, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh, no.
Okay, that
You-
actually almost went to 20 for me on my screen. so-
Yeah, it was nearly 20 on mine.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Rolled off it. It's rough.
It's rough, buddy.
But no, you have a look and you find no marks. I will in fact say, even with a 5, it looks like it's been deliberately removed.
Hmm.
Oh.
And but you
Interesting.
can't tell what it would have been.
Seeing Trisha's confusion, Tinker will immediately sidle on up next to her and cast his expert eye over to attempt the same thing.
Okay, what are
Nothing
you
new.
attempting then? Just trying to.
He
Well-
just sees that Trisha's so interested in it, and that's made him curious about it. So he's just trying to figure out why Trisha's so interested in it.
Okay. I will say you can make a perception or history check.
We'll go perception. That'll be a 19.
Oh,
A 19. Looking at it, you can definitely tell that it's the way it's designed, the way it's maybe once been colored. It looks like it been like changed color at some point, and the work wasn't done 100% great.
Mm.
You think this would have belonged to the fire faction, like the part of the Worm Crest where they would be more, would have more affinity with fire, and so you also know that those are a bit more on the militaristic side.
Yeah.
Cool.
I see.
What do you see, Tinker?
Well, isn't it obvious?
It is Tinker. But
Yes,
I want to
yes,
know what
I
your point of
understand.
view.
Well, if you see it, then you know my point of view. It's quite obvious.
Well, I don't know your point of view. We're all objectively different in
But there's only
what-
one way to see this. We're both from where we are. There's only one way to understand exactly what this piece is.
Maybe we can disagree on where it comes from.
We disagree on a lot of things, but there's no way we can disagree on this. If you see exactly what I see, then there's no way we can disagree. Do you not see this?
Oh, Tinker, could you enlighten me? I'm
No.
from the other side of the world.
Well, no, you wouldn't get it. You're not from where we are. You wouldn't get it. It's okay.
And she kind of shrugs at Trish. Like,
I tried.
I tried.
So Trish sort of turns back. You said this is about 15 gold, did you say? What was it,
Looks
1500?
towards Mirel. Looks towards Tinker. Is she
I think she needs
pulling my leg?
Oh, she's definitely pulling your leg. That's.
No, I believe I said that this would be run you about 1,000, maybe.
1,000?
A couple of 100, 1,000, it's pretty much the same.
As much as I would love to have it for history things, it's a little out of my pocket.
Where would you put it? You have nowhere to put it.
Put it on, Tinker. Put it on.
It's so heavy.
Well, this one is lighter, and she points toward the one that's like actively smoking.
That seems safe.
If I put that one on, I'd stand out even more than I already do.
And that's the last thing we need you to do.
I've heard.
You've heard? What have you heard? And she's now holding a gold coin.
Oh, well,
What have you heard about Tinker? She's now.
maybe a couple of things, and she just holds a hand out towards you.
She hands it out.
The gold coin.
Yeah.
That a lot of these would be easily acquired if Tinker's head might say disappear.
Oh Lord. Trish is just sort of looking at him now.
Really that bad, huh?
Word is traveling too quickly, Tinker.
Well, good thing I'm not Tinker then.
Ready? Who are you?
Rolls her eyes.
Do you
Who am
remember?
I?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Ah, yes, my captain.
That's right.
Yes, this is the most
Captain
bravest
Drymouth.
and strongest captain, and she's very, very
Captain
like,
Drymouth. Oh, I'm sorry for coming aboard your vessel without knowing. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you are most welcome. You're one of our esteemed guests.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you. Now, what are you buying or selling? Business is business. I have more places to be tonight.
Completely understandable. I have a request
Ah. And what is that?
that everyone else gets out of the room.
no, I'm here to buy things. as
However,
well.
Morel was the one who asked you to come here, so Morel can go first.
Oh, well then everyone else get out of the room. I'm kidding!
And you see, like, Serena was halfway out the room.
She just kind of waves Tinker and Trish to like look at the merchandise as they want, like, you know, browse what they want, and then she'll step forward. And...
I will say, Tinker, you do see, similar to the bag you have, there are two other, but there's a note that says, one is not like the other, but I forgot which.
Uh-oh.
Tinker
We
would
did
turn
it
to
and
Trish-
put them inside each other?
Yeah, Tinker would turn to Trish and go, "There's an easy
Oh.
way to find out. You just put them inside each other, and then if the universe collapses, then you know which one's which."
If you do that, I will kill you.
I mean, I'd kill myself if I did that, honestly.
God bring you back and then kill you.
The
Until I
universe-
get my money back.
You can do that? Even if the universe wasn't here.
Do you want to risk it?
Kinda.
Only one way to find out.
I know, and I'm gonna be up all night thinking about it now.
Tinker, what things do I need to help make these boots?
Oh, that is a good question.
Well, the two of you are talking about that. Serena turns to Mirella and says, "Yes? How can I help?"
I believe I remember that you said we could also work jobs for you.
Yes, if I have something I need doing.
All right. Well, I have information I will need eventually, but I am a little short on coin.
But perhaps you have something that I want? Something I can take of you? Remember, the night merchant does the buying and selling.
And she kind of like, look, the only thing she has is like,
I will also point out she seems completely unfazed with how Mirel looks.
I think Mirel has picked up on that. But I also think she was pretty sure that she already knew. Cool. She's just gonna say, I'm afraid I have nothing of much
I'm sure you
value.
have something. I'm sure you have something. Everyone has something they don't think about. That's worth more than they might want.
Well, that is. And she kind of puts her hand in her pocket to feel the music box, and she says, I'm afraid that is. You could not afford it.
Oh,
She looks at you, like really looks at you. Says,
That's probably an insult.
"Hmm, that's interesting that you would say that."
How would you afford something that is priceless?
Ah, everything has a price. Even life.
Yeah, that's called a bounty.
God, true.
Yeah, Tinker, back to what we're talking about.
Well, look, funny you should mention life, because I just want to let you know that I will be. And she kind of takes a deep breath and is like, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I will be curing Moonblight. And when I do, I will need to know where Dumont went.
As you mentioned, Moonblight, her eyes narrow.
Oh, she's the
Curing Moonblight. Really? I did
Well,
not take you one for fantasy stories.
I said that I would, so I suppose I will.
All right. As a favor for Dumont, I will tell you that he is safe. I cannot tell you where he is, but he is safe. He's doing well.
I appreciate that. Well, I will let the others do their shopping.
Is that all?
I'm
It
afraid
feels like
so.
you have something in more, right? You want to ask? Maybe?
I have to going to ask you, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So poor.
Just so expensive.
and so expensive.
God.
Yeah.
It's like calling a hotline. Just
Right?
costs so much just to talk. Just to make the phone call.
Oh, I wonder if I could press her about the eye worms. Oh,
Maybe.
maybe.
You do
Think,
also have a bottle of eyeworm dust.
Yeah. Oh, I
Like
forgot
all the
about
junk you
that.
have, just remember that you can
True.
always ask what they're worth.
I know, but I don't have that stuff. That's all
No.
in Tinker's stuff. So
Stinker stuff.
that's Tinker's stuff. Yeah,
That's stinker stuff.
that's Tinker's stuff. No, I literally have like nothing in my inventory besides the bare minimum. She's a very light traveler. I mean, she does have an octopus on her shoulder at the moment. I've decided that much, but
Okay, that's fair.
yeah. She will actually sort of give Tinker a look and say, Tinker, you have some things to sell, maybe?
No. Well,
And then
Yeah.
she will move towards the table to browse, but
Mhm.
says apologetically, I really am short on the cash.
hold on, Morel. Look, okay. All right. Ask your question. How much is it?
I don't know what it's going to be worth until you ask the question.
I'm just trying to figure out if it's the right. I don't trust her. Wait, Josie.
Trust issues in my D&D game?
Josie, when she narrowed her eyes, can I make an insight check?
Yes, you can.
Yes! Oh, that's the best thing of all. Fuck! It's fine.
Aw,
I think I
Welcome
would
to the
troll us.
3 squad.
Feels bad. Well, if I can't discern, then I don't trust. So she'll say, I will think how to word it, and then she will let you
Alright.
browse.
As you go to browse, Merrill, make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, now it's a 13. Okay.
As you're browsing the things, you feel a strange, almost like a buzzing in your arm.
Oh. I look
And-
down at what I assume is the seed reacting to something.
Yeah, and you see on a tiny, tiny brass tripod in the middle of all the junk is a seed core.
I want to know what's in there. Can I
Make
do-
an Arcana check.
Yes! Please be better than a 3.
gotta be right. Surely.
Oh, how about a 20? That feels
Ooh.
good.
Hey.
It doesn't seem to be alive like your seed.
Oh.
Like you have the full biome still intact within the seed that you have.
That one's just a little.
This one is similar to yours in that it seems to be a creature housed within it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a core in itself. It would be a weapon with the properties of a seed.
Mm.
So you feel like that one would probably be able to either give someone the benefits of the type of seed it was, or perhaps call forth whatever creature was once housed in it. But yours does both because you got it through pure and like unaltered.
If Tinker's still at the table, she's gonna nudge Tinker and sort of motion towards the seed and then show her own and be like, haven't you been jealous? You could have one.
You know what? I'm getting a little upset at how good you all are at manipulating me. Okay, just putting it out there. Starting to get annoying. First it was the speaking in my head, now it's the manipulation. Okay, just
You got
Nada, in my
try that.
defense, you were in the range and I was not talking to you.
And I never talk in your head.
okay. All right, enough. Tinker would go to the table and he would reach into the bag of holding and he would pull out a hunk of metal that is way too big for him and he should not be holding. And he slams the Mace of Terror onto the table.
Ooh, nice.
How much credit does this get us?
That depends. Are you going to give me the other piece as well?
Oh?
The who's a what's it?
Tinker would know that this one specifically is attached to a lens.
Yes. The orange lens, correct?
No, it should be like a dim dark one.
He pried off all the lenses from the scrapped one.
So you probably have it,
I
yeah.
do remember doing that. I only have an orange one listed in my inventory, but I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the first one you pried off. But
Yeah,
I did also. I remember mentioning that the maze itself was connected to a lens.
Right. Okay. I mustn't have. Maybe. Oh, hang on. Maybe it's written in there.
It could have been that I just said add the.
Yeah.
Just the item. But Serena will sort of like point out and be like,
Oh yeah. Oh, of course.
"Do I
Sorry.
get another piece too?"
And he'd rummage away and then pull out the lens. Of course. Sorry. My mistake. Yes. There.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you, Ozzy Devro, to tell me what a rarity is.
It's rare.
This rare.
It is
Okay.
rare. Yes, I'm looking at it, and it is rare. Yeah.
Okay, roll a d4 if you please.
Okie dokie. A 2.
A 2. She'll say, "Oh, very interesting. Very interesting." And she looks at it like her eyes open wide. Very interesting. And may I? And she holds her hands out towards it.
Of course.
Don't say touching.
Don't be so rude. Of course. What
And
you
she
gonna do,
picks it
run
up,
away
she
with
looks it over. She says, "It is a very crude make, but it is definitely, I can feel it. This is very interesting.
After
I
being on the
offer
receiving
you."
end.
You've been on the receiving end? Could you tell me more about how it felt?
It sucked.
It was terrifying. He was holding it up high, and we're all running away from it. It was very
you ran
irrational.
away from it?
Didn't like it. No.
Oh, I like it.
Not me, I was dead.
But you got better.
I did.
Just a flesh wound.
Tinker, you've stumbled upon something really nice.
I know.
And this is honor to my word. Shop credit 1100 gold.
Tinker sort of like.
He just like.
If you want it in cash, I will say 900.
No, that is fine. All right, children, have at it. Ask your questions.
I want the gear.
So you are offering this to me?
Yes, I am. I have no use
Okay.
for it. Did you see me swinging that one at someone? They'd laugh.
It would be fun, though.
Yeah, but apparently they would laugh and then they would run away in fear.
Look, if I'm honest, it's just not my vibe, you know? I'm
I
more of
understand.
more of a biting type, see?
I understand. Well, thank you. You could just leave it on the table.
Right.
Looks like a 3,000 gold price tag on it.
I will say she takes the lens and puts it in a pocket, and then she just leaves the maze where it is.
Tinker will now gesture to Trish and Morel. There, you have your credit now.
Okay, what do I need for the boots first?
Oh! And then Tinker would describe the type of the work he'd be doing with trying to change, Trish's cloak. Sort of like molding into boots, and sort of describe the materials he'd need and whatnot.
And you're telling Serena about this?
Yes, yeah. Just to see if she has like those sorts of materials in stock.
I'm looking at her inventory.
Come on. Papa needs some shoes.
It's some shoes. Oh.
He would sort of be, you know what? Let's get specific. He'd be focusing on wanting a material that's able to hold its shape, but when worked, can be quite malleable into different shapes. Like when heated or something like that. Kind of like maybe like a putty or something. Or like that he could mold into like different foot shapes, And then, when Trish changes form, she could also change the form of her feet.
Oh!
Ooh.
Interesting.
I never thought about that, but that's kind of
Maybe
cool.
not automatic. Maybe Trish has to do it herself. But it would add to the disguise.
Serena will say, I don't have exactly what you're asking for, but I have items that I'm sure little you smart can make something happen.
It's true. I am smart. I can make things happen.
One of the cloaks I have has some illusory effects to them. I'm sure you can make it be an illusion of your choice. It is a quite potent illusion, and it, what do I say, refreshes itself.
Maybe I can break it down and then try to mold it into something else.
Perhaps. It is worth 50 gold.
Fair enough. Trish?
Do you want to buy it? And she will gesture towards like a coat rack that also popped out of her pack. And you do see one coat that's just hanging there. It's got a hood and like a full cloak, but only one little clasp at the front. And it's like it's constantly, when you put an object in that specific point and you can't quite focus on it with both eyes, it's like it has that effect on it permanently.
Okay. Well, Tinker, if you think this will help.
I mean, I can give it a shot.
Okay, let's do that.
It is, I will let you know. This might make it easier for you. If you're buying it, are you buying it?
Yes.
All right. I will mark off. And she does a little brain math. It is not a magical effect. It is from an animal that has this. So the fabric itself is what houses the...
Even better. That's something I can actually understand.
Yeah. And Tinker, you can add to your inventory a cloak of displacement.
Cloak of
Ooh.
Very good.
Ooh.
Very good.
That's cool.
Now, Trish will go. Morel, do you want to answer your question before I ask my question?
Oh, no, go ahead. I am still looking. But Morel is also very sneakily looking at Serena, and I definitely do want to roll something else, Josie. Because I'm sussing her out now. I
What are
trust
you
no
sussing?
one. I want to know if she has any seed energy on her.
Woo.
Are you asking if she has a big dick energy?
No, I'm asking if she has a nice little extra biome hidden in her wrist like I do.
That's a hell of a way to put it.
Yep.
I'm
That
so
is-
sorry.
that
I
was,
realized
that
that
was
the
it.
phrasing was
Yep.
not the best.
I
She's
will
got seed
let
energy
you
all
know.
over.
I will let you know, actually, without rolling, that she is a void of magical.
What? Huh? What? Sorry. Yes.
Yeah,
she's
when
void.
no, it's like she is void of magical presence. Like even the like ambient magical energies of the world that you can sometimes feel, it's like when they get too close to her, you can't sense them anymore.
That's so interesting.
So it's like you can't tell if she does, but you can tell that she has like a lack of magical aura.
Okay. I can work with this. Yep. No.
Alright.
You go. I'm
Trish
crafting-
goes, how much will it cost to know the history of that armor set?
The history
Mm.
of the armor.
But Trish, it's so obvious.
As to how you acquired it, or whoever you got it from acquired it.
Oof, and knowing how I acquired it is
Okay,
more
that's less
expensive
obvious.
than knowing the history of it.
Well, it's the history of owners, you could say.
The Providence?
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. If you want to know the name of the person who sold it to me, I will ask for 100 gold.
It's not so
If
much
you-
I want to know who sold it to you. I want to know how they received it.
That I don't know.
Hmm.
Are you using my store credit to be nosy?
Yup. I'm about to do the same damn thing.
No, Tinker. And she sort of looks at you. And she goes, can I talk to you privately, Tinker?
You're not going to yell at me again, are you?
No.
Okay then.
Oh, are you guys going to? Oh, excellent. Perfect timing.
Okay.
Yes.
So they step away to have the conversation.
Yeah. So, Tinker.
Mirel, you can see one of Serena's ear twitching, like as they're
Uh,
outside.
Tinker will go reply in Draconic. Yes, Trish.
Chris goes and sort of replies, in Draconic, can I talk into your head to make sure it's only half the conversation being said?
I think upon seeing the ear twitching, Muriel would be like, "Is that a bit more stored credit?" And just like nothing, like just a joke. But
she's obviously asking this time, besides just doing it.
Sure, if you must.
In your head, you hear that's been forcibly removed.
He's just
No,
like,
do we just hear Tinker scream from the other room? Please say yes. Oh no, not again.
Yeah, the armor's been forcibly removed. That means someone's hunting our kind.
I think you may have misunderstood what I
Yeah.
said.
Ah.
earlier.
Yeah. Tinker will
yeah,
go,
yeah.
what do you
The
mean?
crafter's mark was
Mm.
removed.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm. Do I care enough about that?
I don't understand, Trish. These sort of items get past, you can go into any major market, you'll find, armors and weapons and goods from all over the world.
Not of our kind. Oh, can I do a history to see if like our kind, like our armor sets gets like distributed around
Sure.
the world?
Sure. Make a history or culture check.
Hmm.
Is Tinker talking out of his ass? Sorry, is Darcy
That's-
talking out of his ass?
I mean,
Look,
we're about to find out.
Chance,
I do
yeah.
still love Trisha's like reaction of
16.
of
It's
like,
like,
it
never
means we're being
trust.
hunted. It's like immediately some like novella story, you know, like
Yeah,
But it's so in
Exactly.
character. She's like, it's
Yeah.
right, like in my book.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It must
No,
mean
no, it's
this,
not true.
this
That's
dramatic
100% what
circumstance.
she was, but
Yeah.
but
Be a
she
hero,
knows,
Tinker.
Yeah.
we know we have a few problems anyway. So
I will say with a 16, no. The recovery of materials is something that is also done by individuals like you who are out on their like travels.
okay.
There is a part of you that might feel, I'm letting you choose, that you might be inclined to acquire this item to bring it back. Because it is still, the Worm Crest is still a very isolated place. They're like, okay, we can't let people know what we're up to.
And I can see Tinker not really knowing that side of things too much because he's just a kobold,
No,
right?
he's,
So like
he's literally not even been allowed to go to proper school.
he's assuming that like
It is a very heavily class-based society.
Right.
He was told if anyone has seen the movie Ants, where they just give the larvae like tools, like you're a worker, you're a soldier. That's basically how it is.
Tinker
So
was given a pickaxe and a candle and then told to not take any more.
Go on.
It's more like he was given a chemistry set. Like
Oh, yeah.
He was the chemistry set.
because
was a
his
thief.
job would have been like breaking down the minerals into their finer components.
so Tinker here in his head. No, these are rare. Like, this is like one of my duties. I have to send these home if I come across them.
Oh. You do realize that we'll use all of our store credit, right?
I do understand that, but
And more.
maybe the
What are you
name of
going to get for this?
maybe the name of the person that sold it to her is the person we need to seek.
I mean, sure.
As much as I would love to get this and send it home, I don't think it's going to be realistically possible, is there?
No, because I would also like to acquire something, and I don't think she's going to have it, which means it's going to cost more. If you want to get the name, then feel free to use the credit we have, and I will help you find it. If it's important to you, I can help.
What also is a part of my duties, though, is I've got to report that this person's got it.
Had it. No, no, don't do
No,
that.
as the current person that's got it.
No.
I got a snitch. Don't do
I
that.
gotta be a snitch.
Chris, have you heard that snitches get stitches?
And end up in ditches.
Yes, I have, and I do
Oh,
realize
by their breeches.
I do realize it's not the right thing to do, but it's also one of my duties, and I know by doing this, it's also going to mark where we are, and we can't really do that because of you.
So don't do that.
Tinker, if you don't realize, I have jobs to do.
Don't do that. Please.
Look, I don't think we can trust her as much as we want to.
Oh my gosh, I'm leaving this conversation. Tinker comes back into the room.
He just left the call.
Tinker just
will-
come back into the room.
Yeah.
Trish is gonna walk, like, slowly back into the room.
Oh my goodness.
So what has Mirelle been doing while they were having a private little conversation?
She's been eyeing up the seed again. She's been eyeing up Serena again.
Okay.
She's been
Make a perception check if you want to be eyeing up Serena.
I do want to be eyeing up Serena. A little
This
bit.
time you have light.
Yeah, I do. Oh, I do love having vision.
I do love seeing with my eyes.
Mm.
Nah, I'm pushing.
Oh, you're pushing?
I'm pushing. Oh,
Push it real good.
push it real good, but I only got a 13.
A 13. You look her up and down, but there's really nothing that catches your attention. You don't see like a seed like visible, like it might be on you. But she's wearing a lot of things, so it's also like getting lost in all of the details of everything.
Josie, do I have a
Yes.
magical signature? Like if I was just to, if I, Morel, would just like stand there, would there be a little bit like magic emanating off of me? Would you say?
Are you saying you want to be a like? Does every
I want to
person
step
have
next
their
to
own?
Serena and see if it
Mhm.
goes away.
Okay, I want to know: are you trying to do this on the sly or very bluntly? Because from what you can tell, you'd have to get pretty close.
No, I'm not gonna be sly about it. I'm just gonna like.
You just walk up to her.
I just walk up to her and I kind of lean against the wall next to her.
Okay. She definitely, without moving, you can tell that she's aware of you. Like, even though she's currently going through some of the stuff, she's arranging, like making everything look nice. You just get the sensation that she's aware of
She
what you're
absolutely
doing.
knows that I'm doing. Okay, yeah.
But I will say, yes, as you brush past her, there's like a little dent in your own like ambient magic.
Fucking thought so. Okay. Interesting. And then she steps back again.
And Serena will say, it's only a safety precaution.
Right. This might be too forward, but
Yeah, I
how much
think
gold
you have
to know about you?
about me. Depends on what you want to know.
Oh,
Ask the
aye.
question, I'll give you a prize.
Hmm.
And you can choose if you want the answer or not.
I just want to know where you come from.
And she just gestures to herself. That one is for free.
Oh.
I am from Theraban. And she just like gestures to herself. Like,
And actually, Morel will laugh at that. Just say, okay, a stupid question. Well, then I suppose I owe you that I'm not really from Palon.
I figured as much. I spend a lot of time in Palon and I have never seen you there.
Look, I'm sorry to call you here, but hopefully those two will buy something, and maybe I
Just
will.
tell me what you actually want to know. Now that you have some stock credit, I will give you a little bit more leeway. Ask. Be blunt.
Meryl's gonna, because she still has that little strand sort of connecting her to an idea of what she wants.
Mhm.
I think she's gonna try and smooth things over and say, look, I think cure was the wrong word to use. But I met a grieving father, and I might have promised more than I can deliver. I have a lead, but I suppose anything else you can tell me about being moonstruck would be helpful.
As you mentioned, grieving father, her jaw tightens, like clenches hard. For another 50 gold, I will tell you what I know.
I think Tinker will agree to that. Let's discuss before they come back.
At this point, you hear from outside the door Tinker's first, "Don't do it! Like out loud.
Seems like they are wrapping up.
I just thought it would be funny to.
That is hilarious.
I have heard that there is a survivor of Moonstruck.
As have I.
What I heard, however, is that the disease has to take its full course. I don't know all the details. But from what I heard, you can only save someone under very specific conditions after they've been fully crystallized. If you want to know more, you need to seek out the people who know.
So we were fools then.
Regarding,
It is fine. We live and we learn.
if you're talking about Dumont, he is all right. I understand where you were coming from. We were not able to save his arm, but he has a new one, so it's fine.
And she kind of looks at Tuna. That is handy. Oh god
Yeah.
damn it! And she like literally says that she's. Sorry,
It's okay. You only paid an arm for it.
Not a leg.
No.
I feel like you and my old teacher would have been friends.
Maybe I know him.
You might.
I know a lot of people.
Do you ever do business with Marlin?
I do. It has been some time, but yes. It's been a long time since I met Marlin.
Stupid
I
joke.
believe I sold him a puddle.
Pozza. You did, and he cherishes it
Good, good.
a little too much.
Well, it's not all. Every day you find a sentient puddle.
I feel like Eleonora actually just like sticks a tentacle on her forehead to like remind her, like, hey, I'm here too, and I'm your pet. Like, oh, okay.
Just like clorp, 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 clorp.
Like, hello, I love you too.
But then
Yeah.
Tinker,
And then Tinker comes back.
Tinker returns to the room.
Oh, Tinker, I might have used 50 gold.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Right. Is it my turn now?
Yes, but
There isn't really a queue system.
if you don't buy the seed, I will.
Oh, how much of the seed?
Well, I will ask that you roll a d10. Aussie Dev Throw. Aussie Dev Throw.
Nice.
I don't know what a good result is, but roll good.
I rolled a 3.
Weather's fine.
660 gold pieces.
Whoa. Oh well.
I can wait on it. Tinker, you get what you need. I got what I came for.
Well, I kind of want to see if well, it's kind of private. What I need.
No, it.
You don't have to leave the room. Just maybe, just a little bit further away.
Whatever makes. Yes, I can
Hey,
browse. And
Trish
she'll
is-
move to the very far edge of the table and actually not listen because.
But 100%.
I mean, there's also a lot of things you can't literally just go through, like the clothing rack that's hanging.
Yeah,
there.
she'll just like browse. And
There's
then-
also, the whole weapon rack full of stuff. You do actually see what looks like a short sword that is currently glowing,
That's cool.
like ever so faintly, and it seems that there are like little bits of a mineral. Here's a weird one. If you've ever seen those sort of like stone staircases where you can see like rocks,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
it's like that, but those little bits are glowing faintly.
That's so cool. Guess who can't use a short sword? So this is all a moot point. Here. But that's
There's
fun.
there's also a staff. There's a hammer. There's a wand.
Oh, wands are fun. Cool. Yeah, no, she'll definitely go to the weapons rack and just look at stuff. knowing that she's actually the greatest weapon there is.
Trish is actually gonna follow Morel and do the same thing, but she's very keenly trying to listen to Tinker.
That's the difference in between here, yeah.
I will say make a perception check, and then Tinker make a stealth check. This is like if you can be quiet enough.
Trish is gonna give herself some bardic inspiration. She's like, "All right, you gotta really focus on what you're doing."
Sneaky son of a gun.
Right.
Yourself again.
All right, that's. I'm gonna push.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
I'll let you.
14.
14.
So here comes Trish.
Yeah, I thought so.
cool.
Yeah.
You know what?
But-
I don't think I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
La-di-da.
I don't think we need.
La-di-da.
Oh, fine, I'll do it just to
No,
see.
you can do it.
No,
Play it up
you
all
baited me. You baited
Oh
me.
no.
I think you should push as well to make it.
I think so too. Yeah. You said 30. You actually just
No, but Tinker, you try to whisper, but considering the saliva you produce, it's hard to talk quietly because it becomes hidden under like the gurgling.
Yeah. And then there's a height difference as well, so it's like
It's like try to whisper with like a sip of water in your mouth.
Yeah, you know what? I might just no, we're not going to do that. Okay.
I'll do it. No.
No, I'll save the chat and the podcast listeners from that. Yeah. So Tinker would sort of go, right. I'm looking for some very specific tools.
Mm-hmm.
I need tools that, first of all, I need something where, like, I need to, how do I describe this? I need something that's going to magnify things so I can see very, very tiny, like really close up, the incredibly delicate work with almost like putting bits of dust together, if that makes sense. Because this old lens here,
So
and he
you're-
taps his eye.
So if I understand correctly, you are not talking about spyglass or seeing great distances, but you want to see little small things very clearly.
Yes.
Okay. I might have something. Give me just a moment.
Oh.
As Josie does a check. This is not what I was looking for at all. Hold on.
maybe the real treasure is the random shit in the inventory we found along the way.
No, but Tinker wants a microscope.
I know he wants a microscope. That's very cool, by the way.
And I know it exists. I'm just looking up its I'm actually looking up its rarity so I can make some rolls to see if it's available currently or not.
Hear me out. Instead of a microscope, I can just learn the spell shrink, and you can just be small.
Just be small.
Just be little and look at
No.
it.
Being small is starting to be a bit of a sore point for Tinker.
Oh, yeah?
Reminding him of it. And
What if you were
just-
tiny instead of small?
No.
Microscopic,
He gets-
even.
Nah. I mean, that would be
No.
pretty interesting.
I mean, that'd be. Yeah.
Be tiny.
Just be Ant-Man.
Be Ant-Man. Does that
Yeah,
mean
Yeah,
he
go
be
into
an
the
ant,
quantum
man.
zone.
Yeah. The adventures he would have.
Why the hell are magnifying glasses so expensive in the player's handbook? God damn.
They don't want us like burning little ants and like setting fire to
Here we
shit.
go.
Imagine casting light and then just shining a
Yeah,
magnifying glass.
Wow.
Because like Tinker's got his little monocle,
Yeah,
and he kind of
yeah.
uses that to try and like.
And you want a bigger
he
one.
just wants to really
Like, it goes to here right now. You want it to like
yeah.
fully extend out. Yeah, I understand.
But the more it extends, the more further away he has to get from the item. It doesn't quite work right. So he needs
Okay,
something-
okay. Here we go. I got the thing.
Hmm.
I'm rolling a die. She will say, I think I have what you're referring to. Hold on. Let me just really quickly. And she like goes through the things on the table
Mhm.
until she gets to what looks like yes. It actually looks very similar to your monocle,
Mhm, mhm.
but there's two of them. You know those little, it's like a pair of glasses, but without the actual rims that go behind your ear.
Yep. Okay.
And they have like a little thing to grasp a nose or a snout.
Mhm.
And she says, yes. And they have a little note attached to them. She says, these ones are 70 gold and 3 silver.
Oh, well, that's perfect. I'll take them. Add them to the tab.
Perfect. And she hands them to you.
Excellent. So
These are eyes of minute seeing.
ooh,
I like
eyes of
that.
minute seeing.
And you, I will say pick the non-legacy version because it's better.
Non-legacy. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, like the new version. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. All right. Oh, it's gonna be attuned. Okay. Interesting.
Does it?
Interesting. Well,
It
yeah.
does, on my thing, it does not say it requires attunement.
Oh, does it not?
I don't
Oh, no,
think
it doesn't.
does.
My bad. No, my bad. It's just not. It's
No, it's a passive
Yeah.
effect.
It is. Yeah. Cool. Oh my gosh! Advantage on investigation checks.
Oh.
Detective Tinker is on the case.
Detective Tinker's back
Only
again!
on objects within 1 foot.
Yeah, I know, but that's
You're
still
gonna
so
get
good.
right up in there.
Detective Tinker is. I mean, Tinker's only like what 2 feet.
But
so
as
it's
he
fine.
puts them on, he like the entire lens is just his pupil. Like for anyone looking outside.
Oh, I'll definitely look at it when he puts it up. I'm like,
I at some
Huh.
point will make sure Tinker adjusts it so it's only on one side. So again, he maintains his one eye is bigger than the other, sort of.
I see.
view.
I absolutely love that.
Yes.
Right. Now, the second item, which I was surprised you had this, but very surprised if you had this. I need a set of tools. Specifically, I need woodworking tools that are designed to work on magical items.
Can you make those?
I believe you
Yes,
can.
Can't you
but-
fabricate any specialist tools you need?
But Tinker, he's aware that he can fabricate tools. He would explain he needs something that he needs something that is like almost, I don't know. He wants specialized tools.
Okay.
Like,
Again, I'm gonna ask you to roll a D10. No, a D20. If you get a 12 or above, she has something for you.
okay. We got to 19.
A 19. I believe.
Nice.
Here we go. I'm just double checking the thing.
Because I feel like having a specialized set of tools for something I've got my mind on, an idea for, this fits the theme better.
Okay, hold on. I gotta look a thing because. Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll a d6.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
A 1? Okay.
A 1.
Yes, I believe I have something that might be just up your alley, Tinker. I actually thought of you when I acquired this.
Oh, did you now? That's very nice.
Yes, and as she walks over, she again moves some things around, and she picks up what clearly looks like an Allen wrench.
I love it.
Good, it's 300 gold.
How much do I have on credit still?
I believe just under 1,000. Maybe
Well-
more closer to 900.
Well, that makes it easy then. So what exactly is this?
Any tool you want.
I love it. And he reaches out for it. I'll take it.
Yeah. You have a +1 all-purpose tool.
Nice.
That'll do. That'll do.
Oh, that's the perfect thing for
So,
you.
No, oh my gosh! Not only do we get double proficiency, we then get +1 as well. Holy moly!
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also a +1 to all your spell attacks and saving throws as an artificer unique
What?
item.
Oh, that's sick.
Hit him with the
Yeah.
Allen wrench, Tinker. Sorry.
You can also, once per 8 hours, you can cast, you can change. This tool can contain a cantrip of your choice from any school, from any list, but you can only change it once per dawn.
Holy moly! So what was that called again?
It's called an all-purpose tool.
From Druids.
All-purpose tool +1.
Yes, yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Cool.
However, it's like once you use it to change it, it lasts for 8 hours, and then, but you can change it once a day.
Yeah. Oh, cool. All right.
So it's more like for 8 hours you can cast a cantrip of your choice.
From like
Yes.
literally any caster
Yeah,
list.
that's-
That's
Yeah,
sick.
it
So
specifically says
Yeah, that's
from
awesome.
any list.
That's crazy. All right. Well, we've
Channel your creative forces. I'm just reading it. That's awesome.
It's an artificer only item.
And
I
the +1 to
love
spell
that.
attack rolls and saving
That's really
throw
good.
DCs. That's huge. That's awesome.
The fucking acid spell is gonna be the murder.
It
I'm gonna
was
regret
the
this.
murder.
Just
Oh,
fast forward to the
yeah.
future when I regret giving him this. As Tinker
Nerf
is holding
Tinker.
this tool,
Watch him
staring
figure
at
out how
it
to upgrade it to +2 as
Oh.
well.
yeah, I saw
Yeah,
the +2
with his-
version there. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
with his bugged out eyes.
Oh, and
as he's
+3 as
staring at
well.
this tool.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As you're standing there, Trish and Mirel going through the other items, that's where we're gonna have to wrap up for today.
Oh,
I know, but I have to run away, and Orb is
You have
just,
to run
he's-
away.
You know what time it is based on the slouch of Orb.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
He's a sleepy
Oh, wow.
guy.
Look how little he's gotten in.
All I'm
frame.
gonna say
Little.
is
Tiny.
Tinker has no need for the rest of the money. So if you two over the rest of the week want to figure out with Josie what you want or need or
I
information,
will say there are some items. I can send you the
Yeah.
full list of
Yeah.
items available for
I think we should do it
right.
outside.
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah.
point out there's a Wand of the War Mage here as well.
Ooh.
+2.
That has
I also
Pharrell's
want to point
name.
out for Trish, maybe there was a perfume bottle. I did mention there's a perfume bottle.
Yeah, she was gonna look at that, and she was gonna look at like gem torches.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if there's any little trinkets for Forrest or Vanya, nothing's big, just a cute little,
But yeah,
here's
it
something
depends.
wooden that was carved for you. Well done. And Forrest would be like,
There are things.
a
There are
good stick, but now a little stick.
things. There's a couple of sticks here.
Oh my god! Okay, I'll have a look at the sticks.
There's a couple of sticks and a couple of pieces of armor and everything. I'll send the full list.
Amazing.
Also, Cloak of Displacement. I'm like, real. I don't know if I would want to turn those into shoes. That's just a great cloak.
Well,
It is a great cloak.
alright.
Solid
But
cloak.
basically everyone already has a cloak.
Oh,
true.
I suppose so. Yeah.
I mean, you could.
Hey,
You
but who
could.
knows?
It's a
If
real
you
good
turn it
cloak,
into a
though.
pair of boots, who knows what kind of effect it would have?
True.
And maybe with
Displacement
these
shoes.
new tools, Tinker can work on these sorts of items a bit better. And
Yeah.
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 it's almost as if Darcy was thinking about it the whole time.
it's like
I don't believe
like,
that for a
I
second.
appreciate. I'll see that frame more.
After I screamed, "Don't do it in your face!"
I will also say that it does specifically say on the all-purpose tool, whatever tool, whatever form the tool takes, you are proficient with it.
Yes, yes. So I'm now proficient in everything.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
every piece of
Full
tool.
Stop.
Every tool.
And so he can literally just tell himself scalpel, and it turns into a scalpel. And then he'll be like wrench, it turns into a wrench.
Tinker.
Sammantis! Sammantis the ER episodes.
Instead of
Maybe.
ER, it's like a drive-in workshop. Like
Yeah, but I have Spare the Dying, so anything can be ER now.
Just saying. Just
Go
because he's got the
ham.
tools doesn't mean he knows what he's doing.
That's fine. Once again,
it does
Spare the
actually. He
Dying,
is
you know?
proficient with it automatically, so he does
Oh,
know what he's doing.
Beautiful.
No. As in, he knows how to cut and all that. It's as in, does this part go to that part?
He doesn't need to know that. That's fine.
As in, like,
That's
the femur connects to the next bone.
Femur to the neck bone, I'm leaving. I don't want to. My
What?
femur is nowhere near my neck bone.
I don't know what you're talking about. Of course the femur connects to the neck bone. That's
these guys.
Can we
needs
get a
these in
bed?
between, honestly.
Go bed. No wait, stay.
Go
We
bad.
have to,
No,
we
go
have
bad.
to introduce you.
Thank you, everyone. We're
Reintroduce
going to
you.
be
Yes.
wrapping up. We've been Natural 30s. This has been the Quintessence, a Sammantis Chronicle. And I think I'm going to call... I have some ideas. I think we're going to call this episode just something like Cutting to the Chase. Or Shopping. Shopping and Cutting. But chopping spelled as if you're chopping.
I like it.
Hmm.
I like it. You're full
We'll
of
see.
ideas.
We'll see.
We'll workshop the idea.
Workshop the idea.
Could it be workshopping?
Maybe.
I like it.
But
I went too far.
it's time to say goodnight, everyone. Remember, say goodnight to the wettest orb.
Good night.
He's gone.
He's
out.
done. He's done.
Get
He's
out of
out.
here.
Get
Let
out of
him
here. Go on, get.
We're just taking
Go
him out to
on, get.
pasture.
Go on, get.
Put him back in his barn.
Put him out to pasture.
Yeah. Send him to the farm upstate. Thank you, everyone. I've been Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress, and Wettest Orb has left us. Rest in bed, as you will. And we've got Ozzy Devro, who's played Tinker Slobbersnout. I need him to
That's
say
me.
something.
It's,
That's you, who's currently
I'm
patting the
indifferent.
glitching chair.
Yeah.
We have Roju from Participation Award, who's played Eobard Barkley. No, fourth Barkley.
That's my bad.
Josie's also going to bed after this, guy.
No, I'm not actually. I gotta walk my dog, and then I'm going other places to play games.
Without us.
And we have Cuddly Raptor, who's played Mirel. No last name. Last names are for nerds. And we hope you've had a great time because Cuddly's now going to tell us where we're going.
Yeah, I am. In fact, I'm going to take you there. Boom.
Oh, does just like Sidrate?
We're
Sidrate
going
comes
to.
in a little glass vial. A little glass vial? A little glass vial.
I
It's
don't
commercial,
know
but I don't
what
know
you're
it.
referencing. at
No.
all.
What? It's a musical Cuddly hasn't seen. It's from Repo the Organic Opera.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. I'm sorry.
And then they sing like Sidrate, it takes you there because it's an anesthetic, but instead of falling asleep, you
No.
just like orgasm through the surgery.
What?
Yeah, especially if you buy the off-market thing that's made of corpses.
Oh, Denny knows what you're talking about. Denny knows what you're talking about.
Little
Denny-
glass
Denny's
vial-
got it.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Denny's
it's
got it.
like a
Denny's got it.
battery.
All right, now,
Battery.
Good night,
Denny-
everyone.
thank you for watching. We're gonna go to
The gun goes off.
Okay, bye. Have fun. Let's roll for dragon.
Bye, everyone.
Say hi to the boys. Bye.